Yeah, jeez. Why are you trying to rub it out?
Rub it out.
Yeah.
Rub it out.
Don't rub it out. Can you crank my hag back over to its pen real quick?
He'll know where he's going.
Once he's close, he'll know where he's going.
We're high schoolers. Of course we're going to try
Of course we're going to eat a house party.
This lady gets it. She clearly she was, in love in a room that was grotesque. So.
That's so gross.
It's never a ghost. It's the chair kisser. Quote, everyone at the dunk line must have been mad, a commenter said.
Am I right, Alvin?
Don't bring it out of me, guys. Like,
Alvin? Alvin? Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay. Hello, and welcome back to Gossip at the Corpse Cart Talk.
Woo!
I'm Lucy.
I am Amanda.
And if this is your first time joining us, this is where we get out all the shit that we didn't have room for in a regular episode, like
that you
the
probably
worst
sent
things
us.
that you've ever done, some weird headlines, some good obituaries, a tall tale from Texas. We'll get to it.
Oh, Lord. Well, before we do, we are joined today by a very special guest who, to be perfectly honest, this is the second time we've started recording this because there may have been some tech issues, but this is the magic of editing. And in the first introduction,
peek behind the curtain.
In the first introduction, I had nothing but glowing, beautiful accolades to say about this person, and I still do. But
now,
since then, I've gotten high, and I can't remember everything that I said the first time around. So this might not be perfect, but I will say, this is the one, the only, the incomparable, the consummate professional, the where my dog's at man expert.
The mother of dragons.
The mother of dragons, Khaleesi mother of dragons, of Man Crimes episode fame, Alvin Williams of Affirmative Murder Podcast. Welcome to the stage, Alvin.
First of all, thank you guys for having me again. And I want to say that apologize to people listening because you'll never hear the original take of what this show was when it started. We laughed, we cried.
Sucks to be you.
It was a special moment, and that's okay. We get to live with it, and sometimes that's more than enough. But I'm excited to be back. I'm here. For anybody who didn't listen to the episode that I was on, the whole man expert thing is a joke. I'm not a red pill.
What?
I'm not a.
Wait.
I was pranking you guys. I am not.
Where my dog's at.
I am not like that guy.
Wait,
that was
but you
a character.
talked for 2 hours really passionately about
character
men's
work.
rights.
I was doing character work. I'm like Jiminy Glick. I was doing a character work. I'm like Martin Short. I was doing just a bit. I'm a very loving and caring person who thinks that women should take the lead.
Women love me.
And I'm just excited to be here.
I know several
What do you
women.
guys
My
want?
best
What do
friend's
you
a
guys
woman.
want? My best friend's a woman. My mom's a woman. Women are great. I think women are great. And that was a bit I was doing.
Have you committed any crimes as a man since we last spoke with you?
Never.
Don't
never.
even.
Not even. Never have done that
We're not
once in
gonna.
life.
We would never snitch. Listen,
Oh, is this what you guys? Oh, you guys set me up. This is a trick. Is this what you guys did? Because the mics are live. You guys trying to catch me? This is
I
entrapment.
famously hate women, so you're in great company. Like, famously
Let it
hate
out.
women.
We actually have a fourth guest, Joe Rogan. Come on out.
Wait a minute.
They do be hogging them sheets.
What the fuck would y'all even do
If the
we
JRE
were like,
stepped into the, a screen comes up in the middle.
JRE.
The jump scare of the century would be welcoming Joe Rogan to the stage right now. That'd be fucking
Joe,
awesome.
Can we have $1 million of your Spotify deal, please?
Yeah, if he did come into this chat, it would be very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It would be.
Shit would get weird.
Ominous
but anyway,
music.
Don't worry, Joe Rogan is not here. We're not doing that to you. What we are doing to you today is forcing you to cold read some Coven confessions.
This is true.
And
I'm
that's
here. I'm
punishment
excited.
enough.
I've heard how nuts these get.
They get really nuts.
And you
They're
guys kept me in the
so
dark, which I
inappropriate.
respect. You guys kept me in the dark, which I very much respect. And so I'm just ready. I'm just ready to follow the lead and let the women do the work.
That there it is.
Where my dog's at?
Could
Yeah.
you hear the sound of Alvin patting himself on the back? That's what that was. And I join him, and I fucking love it. Okay. I'm dying. Woo. All right. What do we do? What are we doing next? Headlines.
Let's move right on ahead to some crazy headlines from Amanda that were probably sent in from you listeners.
They were definitely sent in from you listeners. And this first one, which it might be the best thing. Honestly, this might be my best batch. Like, for me personally.
Is there a theme?
The theme, I would say, is whimsy and excitement.
Yes,
Ooh.
Mr. Megorium.
Yeah, the Wonder Emporium. We'll get into the Wonder Emporium, by the way.
Oh.
But for this first one, the only
Is it in
reason
Glasgow?
maybe the only reason I picked this is for the photos. So I am going to encourage you, Alvin and Lucy, to go to the drive in the A pics folder and find the shrubbery.
What the fuck?
allow me to-
I did. I was on Twitter this day. I'm sorry, X.
Yeah?
There's balls.
Yeah, this was a day.
We'll
Wow.
get to the
God.
balls.
Yeah.
So the headline from the Oregonian reads, "This Oregon shrub is NSFW, stops traffic in Portland suburb. My suburban neighborhood is home to a 12-foot tall arborative shaped like a circumcised penis."
Well, if
Frankly-
it's erect, don't they look the same?
Yeah, yes. Alvin,
I
would you
Alvin?
like...
If you've seen one, you've seen them all. I tell you what, my Roman Empire is men's penises. Am I right? Wait. No, I
Hard
used that phrase
same.
wrong. Yeah, I used that phrase wrong. Amanda, continue.
I got you, buddy. Frankly,
I think I just had to think about penises all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
yeah,
don't we all?
We
But
got, yeah, I mean, who doesn't? It's
I think I
inundated,
just
am
said
I
I
right?
think about penises all the time.
honestly, I feel like it would be hard not to if you think about what you got. Like the amount of wasted hours I think about my vulva.
True.
Yeah.
And,
So many.
the phallic shape is just everywhere. Chair legs,
It's
bananas,
everywhere.
you know, Disney movies.
Everywhere. Shrubs,
can't escape
apparently.
it. And this shrubbery. Frankly, it's the most exciting thing to happen in Tualatin. Since
like
the
that.
Beatles spent the night at the old Sweetbriar Inn. The impressive arborative, aka the Chub Shrub, is the brainchild of Lynn Stanek, a business
Hang
owner
brainchild.
who has
The hanging
lived
brain.
in Tualatin, a Portland suburb, for 24 years. Stanek said she amused herself for at least 20 years by daydreaming about shaping her front yard shrub into a phallic form.
Daydreaming.
For 20
Adidas.
years.
This shrub
All
is 2
day I
decades
dream
old?
about dicks.
Can we talk
dream
about the one with the Christmas lights on it? It looks infected.
We'll get to the seasonal outfit changes.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
So she dreamed about it for 20 years, and then the dream became a reality on August 8th, 2021. Quote, "I was out there trimming the thing with a 24-inch bar on my hedger thinking, I'm 90% of the way there. Why not today?" Stanek said. Before going full-on chub shrub, Stanek polled her neighbors to see how they felt about having a penis tree pop up in their cul-de-sac. Stanek's immediate neighbors, Anthony and Natalie Ballas, thought it was a fine idea. Stanek said the other neighbors seemed to think she was kidding. This is Amanda coded so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like when I moved into my my house with Bill, he for some unknown reason was totally down with me doing like the holiday decorating.
Sure.
Oh my
and
God.
not having any say in it. And so I texted my neighbors 3 different options of what holiday inflatables they would be okay with staring at out their windows all the time.
Oh my
and
God.
the options were like humping deer, I think maybe a Santa with a boner, or like mooning maybe. I don't think it was a boner. I think it was mooning. Or the camper van from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation that just
Shitters
said shitters full on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I respected the results of the election. Thank you.
Which were none of the above. Thank you.
Which
We're
were
going to evict
shitters
you.
full. And now the shitters full inflatable is famous in my neighborhood.
Well, those are all
Anyway, so
fun.
I respect this neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, based on our relationship and the things that you've sent me in the past, I was picturing your Christmas decoration
Way
being
worse.
like the next door neighbor from the Toy Story movie, where it's just like a
Yeah,
doll
Sid.
baby head on a
Sid.
spider's body and just
Yeah,
nightmares.
I
things.
send- I
baby
send
doll
Alvin-
legs hanging from strings.
Animatronics. They
Yeah.
move.
Just odd
I send
things.
Alvin Furby odd body photos, like not infrequently and without warning,
Yeah,
because he
Nightmares.
loves them so much.
They're great. I think you sent me one of those made
Alvin,
out of
if
hot
you
dogs
s-
one time.
Oh, I for sure
if you
did.
stop
And the beans one.
responding, she'll eventually stop.
Oh, he
sending.
did.
Because I just didn't know what to say. I was like, yeah,
Lol.
this is haunting my dream.
This is our friendship.
I see it and it's like, I will never unsee it. And so I respect and appreciate that.
Sending things to my friends that they will never unsee is my love language. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely in a nutshell. I do this to our group
great.
chat all the time. Lucy can attest. I send some of the most
Yeah.
unhinged shit. Anyway, so other neighbors thought she was kidding, and then we're like, oh shit. But she says, still, nobody threw themselves in front of my trimmer, so I proceeded with my arboreal bris. At this point, you may be asking yourself, why? Stanek said that with a global pandemic raging and American politics in upheaval, she was fed up with almost everything, claiming the carefully sculpted arborvitae, I hate this,
Arborvitae.
arborvitae,
Is that the type of
Accurately-
tree that it is?
Yeah, it's one of those tall, narrow. There's usually a bunch in a row as
Yeah, that's a hedge.
Yeah, they're like pointed. They're like skinny, pointy pine trees almost.
They're already phallic.
Yeah.
She just didn't have to circumcise it so intensely.
She really did.
She got to it.
So she said, claiming the carefully sculpted arborvitae accurately captured her feelings at the time. She said, I finally just went with it, meaning I finally lost it and turned my shrub into a giant cock.
Didn't
When
we
I
all?
first
lost
spotted the
it.
provocative shrub, I wasn't sure if it was an intentional act. Then Stanek gave it a Halloween costume. It was hard to miss the intentionality in a penis-shaped bush covered in yards of white polyester cobweb fabric. The new
Yeah.
neighborhood attraction was now encased in a condom.
You never
When
want
Christmas,
you never want cobwebs on your dick.
no, you don't.
Been there.
When Christmas rolled around, Stanek woke up one morning to find a white
long
garland draped over her provocatively trimmed arborvitae. That was followed by someone covering Stanek's creation with little red balls. So that's your infection. The red
Yes.
bumps.
Oh,
They're red?
I thought those were lights.
Yeah. There's red lights and I think ornaments on it.
Oh Jesus!
It looks,
It's
it makes me
Inflamed?
nauseous. Yeah. It is.
Doesn't look right. That ain't right.
Yeah.
That's when I decided I needed to control the narrative, Stanek said. Losing it. After Stanek added lights, the Yuletide bush began receiving even more attention. People showed up at her door with decorations and gifts, including maple bars with strategically placed donut holes. The shrub even began receiving Christmas cards. When 2 carloads of people showed up one night to sing their bawdy version of "Oh Christmas Tree" to her arborvitae, Stanek knew it was becoming a big thing.
Yeah, this is getting culty, huh?
Yeah, since
People
the
started to
caroling
bow to it.
episode. Well,
I
it's
call
like
it legendary, not culty.
I don't know, because I watched, I think it was 2 weeks ago, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, which is like one of my favorite shows. And he had a segment about the rat hole in Chicago. Do you know what the rat hole is?
No.
Yes.
Okay, Lucy, of course, knows, because it's an internet sensation. But in Chicago, there's a sidewalk that was paved over that clearly a rat like either fell in it while it was wet or they accidentally paved over like a dead rat. But it left the shape of like a splayed, like spread eagle rat.
Perfectly, obviously rat. It had like the toes and everything.
Everything. And it was like deep enough that it was technically like a legitimate pothole in the shape of a rat. And it became known as the rat hole. And then people got so obsessed with it, it ended up on like Atlas Obscura.
People like left coins on it, like a little Irish memorial.
And like flowers
offerings. Yeah.
It's so fucking amazing. And then a couple got married at the rat hole. They were like, we couldn't pick a venue. And we both just thought, wouldn't it be funny if we got married at the rat hole? And I was like, this is the best shit I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so it's like that.
What if we kissed at the rat hole?
What if there are memes that say that?
What would you do if I kissed
What
at the rat
if we
hole?
kissed at the rat hole? What if we kissed at the Portland chub shrub?
Oh, what if?
So she controls the narrative now. Since the caroling episode, Stanek hasn't missed a holiday when it comes to dressing up her chub shrub. There is no downtime either, as between holidays, Stanek now decorates to honor international days to promote bad puns, such as penis colada. My favorite was World Vasectomy Day, when the naughty arborvitae was adorned with a giant pair of scissors and a thoughtfully placed bag of frozen peas.
Aw.
Stanek reports that one woman stopped to let her know the display had motivated her foot dragon husband to go get snipped.
Oh, it's a public servant. It's a PSA.
Yeah. Okay. This goes on for a really long time. But long story short, she's a kooky white lady in the Cleveland suburbs who was like mad.
Kooky white lady.
about the world and turned her shrubbery into a penis that she decorates for holidays.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Even
This lady
kooky
knows her way
suburban white
around
ladies.
this lady knows her way around a coronal ridge. Am I right? The detail is immaculate.
You're right.
Yeah.
The
I
attention
wonder if she has
to
that
detail.
little whoop. There's like that little lip, that little whoop.
Yeah. The gutter.
yeah,
Yeah, she's got it on there. I can see.
The
it.
gutter.
You know the vibes. I can see the vibes of it. Yeah, she's on.
Knowing
She's on
what
it.
I
She's on
know
point.
about why
She's
that
on
thing
it.
exists, it's literally a gutter.
It is.
Okay.
More like
Now
a shovel.
Yeah, it's a shovel.
A scoop.
Okay.
A hoe, if you will.
A backhoe. Okay. Next up on the docket. I really picked this because, I cold read these. I just go from I open it, I look at the headline, and if the picture grabs my attention, I'm like, fuck it, we'll do it live. I'm in. And then I don't read the rest. So I opened this and saw the photo that goes with it. And I was like, even if this is boring as shit, I have to pick it because I have to know what happens. And I'm not going to read it now. So I don't know what's to come, but I hope this article explains the science here, like the physics, because I have no clue how this person's car ended up in this position. And there is a picture of the car on the drive that'll be on the blog so that you can see what the fuck I'm talking about, because it's shocking.
And it doesn't
you know
even
what?
look
I'm
damaged.
starting to understand.
Whoa.
If you look to the right, you see that little yellow, pole,
Ma'am?
parking pole.
Yes.
Sorry, the left.
That's on the left. Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm very high. The left. I think she drove up on that and her tire made it all the way up there and then the car fell.
She went full
just
diesel.
read the article and maybe we can piece it together.
That's my prediction.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
with you
this
on
says-
the prediction too.
Thank you. The headline reads, not what they meant by a tip, car flips on side in Dunkin' drive-thru. The sub-headline reads, the real question is, did they get their coffee?
Yeah.
This is obviously in the East Coast because it's Dunkin' Donuts, and they've deprived us of that here in the Midwest.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we have one in the whole state. Makes me
Do
really
they have it on the
sad.
West Coast?
I'm not sure.
America
actually.
runs on Dunkin'.
On
You're
Dunkin',
saying-
but I guess
The East Coast
Not-
runs on Dunkin'.
yeah.
It's fuel.
Midwest runs on caribou.
Midwest runs on caribou. A woman took tipping a little too seriously Wednesday morning when her car ended up on its left side at a Dunkin' drive-thru in Londonderry, New Hampshire. Quote, life happens, but coffee helps, Londonderry Police Department wrote in a post on its Facebook page Wednesday. I know you love puns, but when the cops are trying to be cute on Facebook, it makes me want to shit down someone's fucking throat. I hate it so much.
There was an accident. Stop making jokes.
I can't. Police said no one was injured in the accident.
Two fatalities. Because they didn't get their coffee on time.
The entire Dunkin' Donuts exploded. Talk about extra crispy donuts. Anyway.
Did she get her coffee?
Oh, God.
No.
Talk about a dark roast.
Yeah.
The whole place exploded.
Oh, my God. Police said there was no one injured in the accident, which happened at a Dunkin' drive-thru in the parking lot of an all-town gas station. The accident happened around 7:30 a.m. when the car hit a pole by a curb, the police told the Boston Globe. The 30-year-old driver of the car, a woman from Londonderry, was able to get out of her vehicle through the sunroof. Oh, my God. Poor thing.
Jesus.
Yikes. That's trauma. People took to the comments of the police department's Facebook to post jokes about the incident.
Of course, it was a woman driver.
Here we go. Quote, everyone at the Dunks line must have been mad, a commenter said.
Am I right, Alvin?
Don't bring it out of me, guys. Like, you know,
Alvin? Alvin?
You know?
I want to see the comments, but I don't want to, like, give the Londonderry Police Department, like, clicks for the algorithm, so I'm just not going to. Like,
I will say the car's immaculate.
Fuck
though.
those guys.
The car is immaculate. It looks brand new. It's got the dealer plates.
This car it literally looks like she drove it off the lot. What if she was at a test drive?
It's got dealer plates.
Oh, she literally has dealer plates. This is
I like that you can't see the top or the windshield or anything. It just looks like it's so flat.
SUV. Yes, yeah. It's
got no windshield.
It's so weird.
It looks really weird looking.
It's very scary.
But
anyway,
I feel bad for you guys though, because you'll never know the combination gas station Dunkin' Donuts donut.
Oh, the best.
It hits different.
I do know because I have so much family on the East Coast that I get to experience Dunkin' myself. But
I'll never know because I don't drink coffee anyway.
Oh, they have so much more than coffee.
Yeah, they have empanadas now. They do it all.
I love empanadas.
Yeah, they have a French crawler. It's pretty fire.
They do it all.
Dunkin' Donuts is amazing. But again, any gas station combination place, a gas station combination Subway, any place that is a gas station and a restaurant.
It's always the best.
The food hits different. And everybody always doubts it. But
it's
nobody goes in there.
It's the very tasty lead.
The food is always on point because they're so excited that somebody's coming to, they're like, you're crazy enough to buy food here? I'm going to do a really good job on this. And people don't think that you will, but that's how their energy is. They're super excited
There's
to
like a
serve
blue sushi
does.
in a gas station.
Yeah. I'd eat gas station sushi right now.
Honestly,
Yum.
I have.
Yeah. I was feeling real brave that day.
Been there,
okay.
done that.
I have two more for you. One is just, it's not a GACC unless I do cute animal news, and I really haven't had a cute animal come in yet, so that I had to. This also was, I think, my most sent article for this month. So people really wanted to hear more about this caper, which sounds very similar to a caper from last month's GACC, to the point, but it's not the same because I checked because I was like, didn't I do this last month? No, this is a different scenario.
Oh.
Buckle up. Pig named Kevin Bacon goes on the run, amuses Wisconsin town. Kevin Bacon was lured home thanks to cookies and other sweet treats.
Is this Kevin P. Bacon?
No, just Kevin Bacon. Not a super original pig name, I'm not going to lie.
No, we've read about Kevin Bacon before.
We've read about a pig named Kevin Bacon. I don't know if it's the same pig, is what I'm saying.
I do like it, though.
God.
It's a great name.
I love it.
It's good. It's adorable. It's making me smile.
It's great.
Yeah.
A large pig named Kevin Bacon got loose last week, then went on quite a food-fueled adventure back to his home. Jake Molgard, 40, and his family live in Brighton, Wisconsin, located in Kenosha County. Hold on. Let me just get one quick sound effect for Kenosha.
Dear Amanda,
I'm apologetic, but
I
I'm
live
not
in Kenosha,
sorry.
Wisconsin. Oh, they're coming.
Listen, Kenosha, you're not special. I hate all of Wisconsin. You're extra special. Okay. Email Derek, our very real intern. Okay, Jake Mulgard. They do not own pigs, so they had quite a shock when they spotted the 450-pound Kevin Bacon on their security camera. That's the photo that's on the drive. It's this massive pig, and you can see the welcome mat under his feet. That's from like their Ring doorbell.
Jesus
He
Christ,
just walked
it's a
up to the
huge
door.
pig.
That's
Can
adorable.
you fucking imagine?
I would not be okay with
someone's
that.
at the door.
He's so dirty and
Check your
cute.
camera.
The ring
He is
says,
cute.
pig alerted. Pig.
Pig alert.
Pig identified. Detected. That's what we go.
Holy
Pig
shit.
detected.
Quote, my wife spotted an unusual shaped figure on our driveway camera walking along our garage. Mulgard told the Associated Press, adding that the pig, quote, ended up coming right up to our back door. Ever the gracious host, his wife began feeding their surprise guest right away, said Mulgard. Quote, that's what she does with every animal that comes to the backyard. He said, this is the most Midwestern fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. Kevin Bacon enjoyed a feast of apples, rice cakes, tomatoes, and carrots. Meanwhile, the Mulgards, I know, this fucking pig's eating way better than I am. Meanwhile, the Mulgards began to try to figure out where their visitor had escaped from and how the heck to get him back home. But they didn't have to look long or very far. Mulgard called a friend to see if he knew anything about the large pig that had wandered into his yard. While the pig did not belong to his friend, the friend knew who owned Kevin Bacon and put the two of them in touch. Kevin Bacon's owner was not at home at the time, but asked if the Mulgards could perhaps lure him back to his pen. This is so neighborly. Hey, I'm not home right now. I'm out. I'm about to see Dune 2. Can you just lure him back to his pen?
Could you wrangle my pig for me?
Hey, Mulgard, can you lure my pig back? Can you crank my hog back over to its pen real quick?
He'll know where he's going.
He'll know. Once he's close, he'll know where he's going. This could be done with some of Kevin Bacon's favorite foods. Cookies, marshmallows, and other sweet treats.
He's like,
Kevin
what's this
Bacon.
rice cake bullshit?
Yeah.
I did
Get
not
these fucking
ask for
fruits
apples.
away from me. Piece of shit. Kevin Bacon apparently has quite the sweet tooth.
Where's my Duncan?
I'm fucking losing it. The Mulgards, Jake, his wife, and their 16-year-old daughter acquired some of Kevin Bacon's favorite foods and then began marching him back to his home. Deputies from the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department escorted them for part of their mile-long trek. It's a mile?
Listen,
Jesus,
this is
well, that's
asking a lot of a
Kenosha.
neighbor.
This is asking way too much of a neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you walk a
Dune
pig
2
a mile?
can wait, dude.
Yeah.
Go home.
Hey, bro, the pig will be in my garage. When you
Crank
finish
your
a movie,
own hog.
you come get the pig from here.
Yeah, precisely. I'd be like, no, but I can hold on to him for you until you come pick him
I
up.
tied the pig up on the curb. He's got a bowl of slop in front of him.
Yeah.
Bowl of
I'm
slop.
not
Scoop 'em up.
leading a pig ET style for a mile. I'm also not wasting
even
my
leading,
cookies like that.
luring.
Yeah.
Luring the pig for a mile.
Yeah,
I
cookie
can't.
crumb trail. Come on.
No. In this economy, fuck, those
Yeah.
cookies are like $20 a box.
It's insane.
Fuck that.
The
Anyway.
Reese's Pieces.
On its Facebook page, the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department had a little fun. Oh, fuck you, with the rather unusual call for assistance. Someone yelled pig. Second shift deputies last night sure heard it. The department wrote on March 4th, that joke's not funny. Deputies responded to help this 450-pound pig back onto the property safely and not so quickly, the department also wrote. The deputy who arrived to help escort Kevin Bacon back home took a picture with him. No, I don't care about your selfies. Skip,
So they did call the cops to lure the pig the mile. Or did the neighbors do it?
I think they were just assisted. It said escorted by. You know, the cops aren't doing fuck all.
I think they
They're
just
there for
probably
the
saw
photo
something
op.
funny. Yeah, they just saw something funny and were like, What's going on here?
Yeah, we're going to watch how this plays out.
Did someone say bacon?
In total, Kevin Bacon's journey took 2.5 hours and many, many cookies.
Oh my God.
I wish somebody with a trombone would have been behind them. This would have required
Totally.
It would have been the moment of the decade if that would have happened.
That is a Fat Pig song if I've ever heard one.
Oh,
that really would have been good. All right, well, I'm scrolling through the rest of this, and it is unnecessary, but God bless him. Kevin Bacon, I'm glad you made it home. And I will leave us all with this story that has taken the internet by storm this month. And I was all in. Also, our producer, Andrea, has been obsessed with this story. And so I know she's going to appreciate that I'm going to run through it today. This is from the BBC.
This is what I'm here for.
Police called to Willy Wonka event after refunds demanded. Oh, I've got another photo to put on the drive. These are so tragic.
I hope you're going to talk about the Oompa Loompa meth lady.
Of course I am. Of course. She is an icon. She is fucking iconic. Yeah. So, police were called to an event described as a Willy Wonka experience in Glasgow, as angry families demanded refunds. The event was advertised as, quote, a journey filled with wondrous creations and enchanting surprises at every turn. I'm hoping they cover all of this, but if they don't, I have things to fill in the blanks. I'm sure Alvin does too.
Oh my God.
Yep. But one visitor told BBC Scotland News that it was little more than a, quote, abandoned empty warehouse. It was canceled by organizers House of Illuminati midway through on Saturday following complaints from parents. They have said full refunds will be given to everyone who bought tickets, which were reported to have cost up to £35. Yeah. So if a family of 4 went to this, it would be like $190 something, right?
Jesus.
130.
Once in a lifetime event, Lucy. Once in a lifetime
Whatever.
event.
4, 8, 12, $160. I'm rounding. I can't math. I have the math dyslexia. Anyway, Ava Stewart of East Kilbride said she saw children crying with disappointment at the event and also fear. We'll get to it, which was scheduled to run on Saturday and Sunday. The 19-year-old attended the event at Box Hub Warehouse in Whiteinch with a group of friends after getting hold of discounted tickets. Quote, it basically advertised this big, massive Willy Wonka experience with optical illusions and big chocolate fountains and sweets, she said. Kind of like Meow Wolf, but Willy Wonka. God. But when we got there, it was practically an abandoned, empty warehouse with hardly anything in it. A post from organizers House of Illuminati in January described the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory themed event as where dreams become reality. A Facebook group has been set up by people left disappointed.
Boring ass dreams.
Yep. After being disappointed after buying tickets for the experience. So there's a whole Facebook community that's like, yeah, I fucking went to this too and this sucked. Ava said she spoke to people who had traveled from Aberdeen, Dundee, Fife, and even Newcastle to attend, which I have to assume are far away. She also spoke to actors who were hired for the event who said they had been learning scripts for months and were told on the day to abandon them and improvise. Ava said she heard absolutely nothing from the company and that she was not very hopeful she would get her money back for the ticket. Yulia Burns paid £36 for 2 tickets, and her 8-year-old daughter, Lydia, daughter, I'm so sorry, but left the venue frustrated. She, Lydia, loves the book, and she was really looking forward to getting there, Yulia said. When we arrived, just a few people with kids were near the door. Everyone said that the event is canceled, but there wasn't any notice at the door or on the website. She said there was no communication and tickets were still available to buy for the event. Quote, we were just staying, talking with people, others arriving, and the crowd became angrier and angrier. We left the place and got back home, never had a chance to get inside, said Julia. So there's like a mob forming outside of this shitty Willy Wonka experience.
It's so amazing.
In a post on Facebook, a House of Illuminati spokesperson said, today has been a very stressful and frustrating day for many, and for that we are truly sorry. Unfortunately, at the last minute, we were let down in many areas of our event and tried our best to continue on and push through, and now realize we probably should have canceled first thing this morning instead. They added that
No, they shouldn't have.
They never should have done this in the first place. They added
Hard
that
disagree.
they fully... Oh, you love it?
Alvin's a huge
Amanda,
fan.
You think it's the best thing ever?
Listen, first of all, what you're saying to me, how Twitter phrased this to me is not how I got it all. So I appreciate the facts, but the facts are nothing compared to the day that I had watching this unfold. The way that this was explained to me was that this was a script written by AI.
Correct. And I watched so many YouTube
happened?
videos about this. Yes. So the scripts were indeed written by AI with extra characters added that do not exist.
Yeah, there's like a chocolate demon. AI started making up.
What was it called? Like the nobody or something?
Yeah, it was something
Mr.
crazy.
Nobody. They just made
creepy
up this
mask?
character. Yes, and it hid behind mirrors. So like these kids weren't crying because they were disappointed. They were crying because they'd walk up to this funhouse mirror and then this demon would appear from the other side of it and in this horrifying wig and like big black cloak and like a white silver mask. Oh, it's
completely
awful.
Unfamiliar to anyone who's read the book.
Because it doesn't exist. It's not a thing.
Right.
And these kids are all screaming and crying. And then the refreshments that they offered were a Dixie cup of lemonade and one single jelly bean per customer.
It's supposed to be a candy
so there was no chocolate.
It's like
Candy
Fire
Factory.
Fest. It's like Fire Fest. It's like avant-garde. I mean, I feel like we should take every
love it too.
Roald Dahl book, any kind of weird, because the thing about it, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is a weird story. So giving it to AI and being like, interpret this. Kids are getting sucked up into tubes and their kids are being disappeared in the so I can understand how
I'm not
it's
mad at
spit out
AI.
I am overjoyed at AI, and I want more experiences like this, and I want them to go bad, make them terrible on purpose. This is like a brilliant. Yes, this is like if Nathan Fielder did this. This show would win 1,000 Emmys. This is like a brilliant.
God.
This could be so brilliant. One of my favorite videos from it is the guy that plays Willy Wonka, because like you said, nobody knew what the hell was going on. This chocolate demon came out from
red-headed guy with a big beard, and he was like, "If anything, I would play an Oompa Loompa. Why the fuck you cast me as Willy Wonka makes no sense."
He's like, why am I Willy Wonka?
He's like a TikTok whistleblower for this event right now, and it's so fucking funny, dude.
He's amazing. The chocolate demon comes out and he goes, "What is that?" Like, because he's in character, so like it's like being at Disney World. All the people are trying to be like,
"What the fuck is that?"
Welcome to the chocolate factory, kid. What the fuck is that? And this demon comes out from behind the thing because nobody. If you know Willy Wonka, you're like, why is there a monster?
Then you're
here?
prepared for that.
Why is there a masked demon?
He's the chocolate thief.
You'd be prepared for it.
He's the chocolate thief.
Yeah, no, he's a
mirror man.
rogue chocolate. He's an evil chocolate maker that lives in the walls.
It's like Phantom of the Opera mix up.
But sure, children were crying because they were disappointed. No, they were fucking freaked the fuck out.
A nightmare scene. I love it. I want to
make
more
adults
of these.
weren't crying.
Quote,
I'm
a lot
obsessed.
of customer complaints. Matthew Waterfield, operations manager at the Box Hub venue where the event took place, said he was contacted by House of Illuminati in regards to running an immersive family chocolate experience event, which, like, okay, AI wrote that.
Right.
Suited
An
for young
immersive
families and
chocolate.
children. Immersive family chocolate experience event. I am human man.
Yes.
Who the fuck is that? That's
Welcome to the
Mr.
chocolate
Nobody.
warehouse.
He's an evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls of immersive family chocolate experience event of your imagination.
So when you see the Oompa Loompa sitting next to a meth lab, essentially, it makes so much sense because it's like these little creatures from a different world make chocolate, and this is what the AI spit out. Like, this is what it looks like in real life. Like without all the wonderment, that is what Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory
Or the budget.
is. Yeah,
No wonderment, no budget.
Oh, and I love it. I want to rent a warehouse. I want to give AI several scripts, and I want to make more of these. I need these to be a real thing. I want to go to this. This will be amazing.
Yeah. I think that anyone who was duped into going to this should consider themselves lucky.
I am obsessed. I'm so sad that, imagine how lucky you are to be just born alive at the time of the Glasgow Wonka experience is like such a privilege. But imagine the privilege. I mean, you are truly one in a billion to have actually been able to experience this.
I don't feel envy often.
And for only 35 pounds, like,
I would have paid.
You're saving money.
I would have paid
Thousands.
3 times the amount conservatively
Easily.
to experience this.
I would easily pay
And
love
flown
train
there.
wrecks. I love train wrecks. This is an amazing, amazing experience. And when the documentary of this comes out,
It better.
I'm here for it. When they made
need it.
that Class Action Park documentary about that amusement park in New Jersey, this is the same thing. But except one phenomenal day that no one will ever forget. And you're telling me that how many people have camera phone footage? There's so much behind the scenes footage that we don't even.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
There's got to be dueling Netflix, Hulu documentaries that come out
Yes.
at
There's
the
a
same
battle
time
happening
about
right
it.
now.
It's
And when I make my James and the Giant Peach experience, I'm gonna rival this. It will be amazing.
I can't wait.
What do you think AI would do with that script? Come on.
Oh, fuck it
There's
up.
like a spider lady. Ooh.
There's a spider lady and a cricket with a cane and a big-headed little
There's a
boy living
literal
inside of her
giant
fruit.
peach.
Yeah, they eat the fruit. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Everybody's gonna be covered in
gonna be
peach juice.
perfect.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Get a
I'm
little
very
Dixie
happy
cup
for
of
you.
peach juice.
And one seed.
One
All right.
hit.
Well, those are my headlines for this month. Thank you to everyone who sent them in. And as always, if you have a funny headline for me, head to our website, go to the contact page at winingcrimepodcast.com, select funny headline, and plop it in. All right, we're back, and Lucy will not be explaining why there's like a towel shoved in her shirt. She just wants one really big boob with the tail of the towel sticking out the top.
It's an ascot.
She has a Dickie shirt tucked into her shirt, and that's her business.
Her dickie is all
A double
crinkled
dickie.
up. It's a hemopene
dub-dicked.
dickie. Ish. Oh my god. Double dick. Well, but welcome back, and Alvin, it's your time
Are you ready?
to
For some Coven
shine
confessions.
with some Coven confessions. Yeah.
I'm super excited for some Coven confessions. Also,
Which-
I didn't explain. There's an ironing board behind me, and I'm not going to explain that either.
No.
Yeah.
People who have really good professional podcast setups that use sound dampening techniques, all of the most professional people use the ironing board technique. We're the fucking idiots.
They don't even know. Also, I'm a seamstress. Mind your business. Okay.
Seamster.
So, I'm a seamstress. No, I'm a seamstress.
There he is.
So, Coven confessions time.
Yep.
Super excited.
Alvin has not
about
read
this.
these. We have not read these. Andrea pulled these for us, so we're going to experience this horror together.
I'm so excited.
So
I will
first of all,
also be
starts off-
crocheting.
It starts off in parentheses. Blame it on the rain.
Blame
Which-
it on the
Yeah.
rain.
We're off to a good start already. That's like beautiful.
You gotta blame it on something.
So here we go.
Fine.
The year was 2009, and I was a fresh-faced 23-year-old embarking on my first proper grown-up relationship. I had met my boyfriend, let's call him James, at university. Oh, this is across the pond. It's over the water.
Oh, at university?
It must be.
Uni.
Yeah, at uni.
Oh, no.
He had graduated the year before me and had moved back to his hometown. So most weekends, one of us would travel the 3 hours or so to stay with the other.
Not worth it.
Yeah, 3 hours is a long drive.
You're
for young
obviously
love.
23. My back
Yeah.
can't do that shit.
Young
anymore.
loves. Come on, man. These emissions? Come on now. With all
I
that
did used to
petrol?
drive to
We'll just
Bemidji to get
cyber.
laid.
Yeah, all that petrol?
I've done.
I don't
I've
think
been
so.
there, done that.
So, this particular weekend, it was my turn to travel to him. James lived with his brother. The house was exactly what you boys. The house was exactly what you can imagine a house lived in by two young 20-something boys was like. Immaculate,
Ish.
probably. Probably smelled like Creed or maybe
Yeah,
Axe body
nary
spray.
a pube in sight, nary
Maybe
a stray
urine.
pube.
Ugh.
Well, you have
The
to mark your
baseboards
territory. You guys
are
wouldn't know anything about
disgusting.
that.
It's houses like that, or having been to apartments and houses like that make me so grossed out by the plastic knob over like the base of the toilet where it screws into the ground.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
just the
there's
base
some
of the toilet
cruddy
in
things
general.
up under that cap. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
really
There's
get to
just-
deep cleaning a bathroom, you're like,
Yeah. And
things get
those
really
boys,
nasty in here.
You know those boys that age are never cleaning that cap
No, it's never been
or
cleaned.
under that cap.
No
It's
cap.
like brown,
No
pea
cap.
brown,
Ugh.
dried brown,
Stop. We know. Don't say it.
dried brown.
Stop.
Yeah, dried brown. Petrified brown.
Don't
So-
cricket me.
I'm shaming you because how dare you do that? How dare you do that to us?
The
How
house
dare
that
you
Corey,
do that? Yeah.
the house that Corey lived in, early 20-somethings with his early 20-somethings boyfriends. I stayed over there periodically, and there was one bathroom on the main floor where Corey's bedroom was, so it was the bathroom that I always used. There was no sink. I had to go from the bathroom to the kitchen to wash my hands. One day I was like, I'm going to deep clean this bathroom because I'm the only one that uses it. Like, this is my bathroom now. I thought that the floors were like a butter yellow.
No. Nope. Stop talking.
They weren't.
Stop talking.
They were supposed to be white.
Shout out to all the women that
gross.
didn't run from love like that, you know? Shout out to all the women out there who saw the potential in a guy who lived with guys and didn't throw up everywhere, you know? And you guys stayed and you watched 40-year-old version on a pile of dirty laundry that's on the bed, you know? And that's what it's about. That's, you know, you gotta really get it out of the mud with a person to tell if you love them or not, you know?
There
So
just
many
comes a
coins in
time-
that bed.
Yeah, so many coins. And there just comes a time in your life where you're like, I'm done having sex in beds that are just on the floor. Like
With forest green sheets.
Yeah, like I need a fucking bed frame and a headboard would be nice. Okay,
Headboard would be nice.
I'm fucking done with this. I'm
A
done.
bed with
No.
just the tight sheet, with just the first sheet, no
Okay,
no
to be
comforter.
fair, I kick off the top sheet. My husband and I make the bed the first time when we put the sheets on. That's the only time we ever make the bed.
I do
And
not
then
use
the
a top
top-
sheet. They're pointless.
No, the top sheet just because we have separate blankets. We don't share our blankets. We have separate body pillows. I have a
Marine style. I respect it.
yeah. No, I have a nest of squishmallows that I sleep on every night. He has one specific pillow that he uses.
you
The
got a
top
line
sheet-
of arborvitae in between you.
Correct.
A
The top
border.
sheet makes no appearance after the first night of sleep. It gets kicked to the bottom and then it's gone. And the cat's playing it.
No top sheet.
Yeah. Well, this lady gets it. She clearly she was, you know, in love in a room that was grotesque. So, an issue that they had was that the plumbing to the toilet in the single bathroom in the house was very temperamental, and they never bothered to get it fixed because it's not that big of a deal if the toilet doesn't flush for a day. Fucking yuck. So
they
they
just
just
let it
if it's
sit.
yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, let it mellow. If it's green, it's all mellow. It's all just
It's
mellow.
all
and-
mellow.
And then I guess they get one flush a day. I don't even really understand the.
I don't get the physics,
It's 9
the science.
p.m.
You can flush.
So
Whose turn is it to flush?
yeah.
John, it's your day to flush.
Sick.
So this event occurred when myself and James were still in the honeymoon phase of dating. Oh, what a good time!
Clearly.
Where you like to pretend that you don't shit or fart or have any bodily functions at all.
I
was
never
so
had that phase
paranoid.
with Bill. It was like, hi, nice to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was an adorable fart. Yeah, it was a cute fart.
My farts are not cute.
Demure.
So she continues, I was so paranoid about my new boyfriend being subjected to the sounds and smells of my raging IBS that every time I needed a shit, I would make an excuse to go to the shopping center down the road to use the bathrooms there.
I'm just a girl.
That's a
Gotta go
jerk. Yeah,
shopping.
Oh, I know. I gotta go get more nacho chips. You know how we like to eat chips and
my
salsa so much. I know. I'm crazy.
I'm out of bras
this
again.
Yeah, yeah. That's the
I
way
have
to go.
to
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
buying
Dudes
these
are like,
disposable bras.
yeah, I have to go get more girl products and dudes at 23 are like,
tampons.
no
I
more,
need to get
no more.
tampons
Yeah, cool.
every
See
day.
you when you get back. I'll see you when you get
Yep.
back. So this particular day, it was raining hard. James was taking a nap. His brother was out, and I needed to shit badly. I decided that I would avoid the weather and use their bathroom like a normal person for once, rather than just pooping, or rather than just popping to the shop for snacks, or forgotten toothbrushes, or wine, or etc. I went to the bathroom
Every day. I mean, maybe
every
she
day.
doesn't poop every
You're
day.
going down, and then you got to buy something.
But I do.
So now you're costing
Yeah.
yourself money because you got to come back
this
with
is
something.
expensive.
Yeah, this is racking up.
I
Good
wish
for
I
you
was
for standing
rich
on
enough
business.
to make an excuse to go to the mall to shit every day. Lucky.
Just buying Gap tops every day because you
Your
got to go take a
privilege
shit.
is showing.
Yeah, you're buying all these cowtails at your local market because you have to shit. That's racking up, man. You're spending unnecessary money.
Yum.
And really just contributing to your IBS.
Yeah, come on, stop eating Doritos because you got to take a shit. That's a dangerous cycle.
You are a snake eating your own tail.
I went to the
yourself
bathroom, did what I needed to do, and pulled the flush. Pulled the flush. This
But
is
it's
a super
not 9
British thing.
p.m.
They
This
have a
person
rope.
is-
You pulled the flush. Do they have a
is
cord?
the UK.
European.
Yeah. So I pulled the flush. Nothing happened. I pulled the flush again. My enormous turd bobbled gently in the toilet bowl as a tiny trickle of water was released from the cistern. Oh, they know about toilet stuff? And then lay still. Oh, that
It
was
wasn't
poetic.
9 p.m., babe. You can
Yeah, it
only
wasn't
flush
flush
once a
time.
day.
Fuck. This was my actual worst nightmare. Oh, when that water when it doesn't have the power. Oh, that is such a real
Oh.
moment. Oh, when you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a plumbing issue. This isn't a plunger's not going to fix this one. I'm
No.
done.
It's a real Harry Dunn situation.
Yeah.
I
We
really
need to
hope
get a
the story ends
professional in
her
here,
going
and
that
I
toilet and grabbing
need
this.
to go
I
into
really-
witness
I
protection.
really hope this goes down that pathway.
Bail
Just
out the
grabbing
toilet.
it out of the toilet. So
Sick.
I started
Get
to
the
panic
poop
and look
fork,
around.
break it up.
Ew, God.
I started to panic and look around the bathroom for anything to help get rid of the monster log. Could I fill the bin with water and pour from a height to flush it down?
I've done that.
Create a pressure vacuum?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, you MacGyver? This is very. I would have never thought
That's
that.
Listen.
smart.
Yeah,
Desperate
That's-
times call for
You're
desperate
brilliant.
measures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out to the UK educational system if that's where they're from, because I would have never thought of
Seriously.
that. My first thought would have been to grab it, and there would have been no other thought.
You'd fill it with
It's a very American
70
thought.
milliliters of water.
Yeah, she went straight into Bill Nye the Science Guy thoughts. Like, well, if I stand at an angle and drop it right into the hole, it'll create a
from
vacuum
this
and suck it
exact
down.
height.
So,
If I shrink myself
that meme. It's that meme of the lady with all the
with
like
the
math floating around.
how to get this shit to flush. She beautiful minds it.
so she goes, she had that thought, but she goes, no, the bin was made of wicker and not watertight.
No.
A wicker
She go-
bin. Ew.
A wicker bin. So, oh God. Stuff it down the shower drain? Too messy. And then it hit me.
Waffle stomp.
And then it hit me. The house backed onto a park where people regularly walk their dogs. I knew I was running out of time.
No one's
I
gonna
love
know.
this person. I know. Yes.
I knew I was
let me
running
just-
out of time.
Let me just grab my
Mission
seatbelt here.
Impossible.
I'm buckled in. I'm ready to go. I knew I was running out of time as James was likely to wake up soon and his brother was due home any minute. So I took
He
a
was
deep
sleeping
breath.
in the other room.
Sleeping in the
Yeah,
room,
that's why
just
she went to go
panicked.
shit finally.
The time is of the essence.
The
So,
boyfriend like
Oh.
rustles in the bed. She's like, ah.
she-
She freezes.
he's in there. So, this is tense. I love this. Okay, so I knew I was running out of time. So I took a deep breath and did what I needed to do.
Oh,
I reached into the
God.
toilet bowl, grabbed my shit, ran into the back garden, and hurled my still warm hurled my still warm turd with the accuracy and power of an Olympic shot putter over the 8-foot-high fence into the park beyond.
Park beyond.
The park beyond. If anyone found the poo, they would just think it was produced by a very big dog that was owned by an irresponsible person
very
who didn't clean up
large
after them.
quite sickly dog.
A fucking Burmese.
Yeah.
Bernese.
Mountain dog.
It was the perfect crime. she
An
wrote.
Irish wolfhound with IBS was.
It was the perfect crime.
It's like, oh, somebody's cane corso laid a mean
Gutter
one out here,
Marine,
and they didn't clean up after it. So, I went
Good thing
back
we have
inside.
security cameras.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
She got
A
caught on
turd
the
just
ring.
flies over the fence.
I swear to God, if that ends up
Turd
being what
detected.
happens next,
I'm still buckled in, so I'm so I went back inside,
will lose
washed
it.
my hands 4 times, and had victory sex with James, who for the rest of our relationship never found out about.
Wash my hands 4
she was
times,
very- she
then
was
have
very proud of
victory
herself.
sex.
She's there having sex. She's like, "What would you do if I just shit in your bathroom and took it out with my toilet with my bare hands?" He's like, "What? Nothing. I'm the best."
Let's kiss by the wicker bin.
what if we fucked after I
Why don't
ditched
you buy
my
a
shit in the
fucking
yard?
why don't you buy a fucking trash can that doesn't have holes in it? Smack. Yes, ma'am. That's right. I do
She's
what I
just
want.
running on pure adrenaline.
She's on
do
a
what I
high. I could rob a bank if I wanted to, right?
She's like,
okay.
I'm fucking invincible. I could do fucking anything. I'm
It's like, this is a weird, brand new kink.
Okay, I guess weird sex talk, but okay,
What's
sure.
gotten into you, babe?
So I'll throw you out of this window like I would throw a shit, huh?
Yeah, I'll throw you over the fence like one of my own hot turds. Holy fucking shit, dude.
So James, for the rest of their relationship, never found out about my shit slinging antics. We broke up about a year later. I did, however, tell my now husband, who threatened to tell the story at our wedding. Love you all. Please come to the UK soon.
Well,
We'd love to.
we would love to.
We'll
Wow.
avoid all dog barks.
Yeah. We don't trust you. Take us to the scene of the crime.
God.
No, you're all liars. Why would we go to the UK?
That was quite a story. That was quite a story.
Oh my God.
I love that.
like
I love
that.
that she just rolled her sleeves up and got into it.
Yeah, and
Sometimes
then
when you got a
took
problem,
her
solve
pants off and got on top of it.
Women
Yeah,
get
like
shit
victories.
done.
Yeah.
Women get
They
shit.
literally. Yeah. Literally.
I can't.
Yeah, victory sex is a crazy way to phrase that. Like,
Yeah, is that what that was?
yeah,
She's
that
just
was a
pumping
win.
her fist in the air the whole time.
Did it. She throws it, and yeah, she does the Tiger Woods like
Silent.
I fucking threw that thing over cleared the fence. Cleared the fence.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go wash these hands 3
Now
to
my
4 times.
colon's empty.
and
I'm
then
gonna fuck.
We're fucking.
I mean, that I get.
That I totally get. But
So I'm
you really got to
sometimes
get
like-
under your nails.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
You
like
just grabbed the whole
most in the
shit.
mood
You need
after
to
I've taken a
thoroughly-
good dump.
Yeah, you got to wash those hands like house, like you got to wash those
Like
hands.
you're going in, you're scrubbing in.
Yeah, back of the hands, the bar, rubbing the
scrubbing
bar
it
on
in.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get Grey's Anatomy with it.
When
You guys got rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
when I was given instructions to prep for the surgery I had on my foot, they sent me home with like that soap, the like surgical like scrub in soap. 'Cause
Yeah.
They wanted me to wash my foot real good before coming into the hospital. So
You
I
would do
have
it at
some.
home. Why wouldn't you just do that at the hospital?
They want you to do it at home and the night before, at home the morning of, and then they do it again at the hospital. They are
That thing's gotta be
very,
real,
very,
real
very
clean.
strict, especially post-COVID, about bringing in any kind of germies and infection.
Plus,
Anyway,
your foot's disgusting. So
plus my foot in particular. They actually created this new protocol for my foot.
Code Jacobson.
We've got a code J. We've got a code J.
We ready for another one?
Yes.
This one's quick, so
Oh,
this
jeez,
one goes.
okay.
It wasn't me. Great song, by the way.
I love
Shout out
that
to Shaggy.
song.
Hey gals, absolutely love your podcast. I write this as a 32-year-old who has never had butt sex. Okay,
Oh,
wow,
okay.
we're getting right to it. Okay,
Get right in there.
all right.
That's the confession. Thank you for listening. Have a good
Love
day.
to be here. That's
Love
the end
the
of
show.
Thank you guys. Yeah, love the show. Goodbye. So they proceed. It's mostly because of this story. Oh,
Oh, God.
Let me unbuckled to have a sip of Diet Dr. Pepper. Let me buckle back in. So, when I was a senior in high school, an uber rich kid in my grade had a party at his house. It was here that he and his girlfriend decided it would be a great time to try anal at a house party.
It's high school. It's high school.
Sure. Okay.
At a house party?
What does that mean, Amanda?
Yeah, I mean,
it's high school. You know,
they're not thinking clearly.
This
they
is
got
a great
horned up.
time to try butt sex.
I'm telling you, they didn't plan that ahead and go, hey, that house party on Friday, that's where we should do anal for the first time. They were there and probably like drinking or getting a little high, and then they were grinding.
Getting
Just-
that kind
just
of
someone was playing, like-
illogical horny
Yeah,
that
Sure.
getting the illogical horny where then they found an empty room and dude was like, is this the night? And she's like, yeah, let's do this. And that's
won a game
how
of beer
that happened.
pong.
At least that's how I did butts.
They smoked
That's
the
how I
beer
did
pong
butt stuff
table
for the first time, so.
Yeah, they
At a
wrecked the
house
beer
party.
pong table, and then he's like, "You want to go do some butt stuff?" In my
Absolutely,
friend,
I
wig a
do.
gin.
in a
Thought
friend
you'd
of
never
my
ask.
friend's
I've had
room.
like 4 BJ's wine coolers. I'm ready to let it in any hole I got. Let's
In my
go.
friend's little
Let's-
brother's room.
Ew!
In his
Whoa.
race car bed.
we both
What
just
if we
got
did
iced.
butt stuff
we,
at
we found
Jeremy's
a
race car bed?
We both
got
just
iced.
got iced.
We both just got iced. let's try the back door.
Oh my god!
I'm feeling loose.
Yes,
That's funny as hell.
just had to drink a whole Smirnoff Ice on my knees in front of a whole party. Let's try out. Let's take this party
Tonight's
south.
the night.
Yeah,
I bought us at least 8 minutes.
so
I iced Tyler. I bought us at least 8 minutes.
So this person says that this couple decided that it would be a great night to try anal. It was not. Obviously,
It was not.
It was not.
Spoiler
It was
alert.
not. Obviously, no research was done. No prep. Just a couple of high schoolers literally fucking around. So naturally, the poor girl ended up shitting all over her boyfriend's parents' bed. Oh, it was his house. Wow. You couldn't wait till the party was over? It's your house. You don't have to go anywhere.
When
Also,
yours
you
strikes,
do have to research. You've got to Google.
I didn't sneak off to do it at parties. I would like make out. I was more
That's
of a
what I
like,
mean.
let's go down the street to the church or Taco Bell parking lot kind of gal.
Well, you're a lady, Amanda. Let's be real.
I was-
Combination Dunkin' gas station.
The gas station.
Exactly. Yes.
After hours.
Yes.
You're a lady.
Purgatory Park.
Yeah. The parking lot of a Food Lion grocery store. We've all
Purgatory.
been there. We understand. Yeah.
Purgatory Park was definitely our local
That's where you go.
hookup spot. Yeah.
That's where you go.
Shout out Minnetonka. What if we kissed at Purgatory Park in 2003?
What if we purified ourselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka? So,
Well, we did that too.
so let's get back to this girl shitting all over this.
Oh,
bed.
right.
Well, this is secondhand information. She didn't do it, but so.
Oh, this girl's scaring her friend out of anal because she shit all over somebody's bed.
This story, this story of her being at a party and hearing about this was like, nope, never doing that. So,
Got it.
unable to fully clean up the wreckage, the kid told his parents that their elderly family dog was to blame.
Yes.
Trigger warning.
Gunner
Thinking that-
Marie.
Gunner Marie.
You know
Blame
how
the
dogs shit
dog.
all over the bed. Trigger
Always.
warning. Thinking that the dog was no longer in control of his bowels and clearly near the end of his life, they put the dog down.
No way. No. Your sexual deviancy killed the family dog, young man. I cannot. This cannot be real.
I can't find the
not-
words. I'm too stunned to speak.
Lucy's fucking dying.
Why
This
wouldn't
is
anybody speak up? You take this to your grave? This is a take it
Yeah.
to your grave.
And it's his. It's up. It takes 2 to intercourse, and one of the intercoursers lived at that house. So that was you would argue his family
His
dog.
his family dog.
He let this happen.
They're like, yeah, Biscuits is just shitting all over the bed, sweetie. We got to put him down. You're like,
Wow. What a
we
fucking
do.
monster.
I
He
am
watched his
gobsmacked.
family put that dog down, knowing full well it's because he fucked his girlfriend in the butt,
Yep.
and they didn't Google it first.
And said nothing. As the dog took its last breath.
I'm shocked.
This is I know what
I
you
hope
did last
that
summer,
man
Pat.
never
Worthy.
sleeps again. Yeah, that dog better
Come
come
on.
back with a hook for an arm and just fuck you up. Hook
Oh
for
my
a paw.
God. The dog comes back as the
Hook
Ashling and
for a
Slasher.
paw.
Yeah.
Just born with a hook for a paw.
Oh my
No,
God.
it returns from the grave with a hook for a paw.
Oh, okay.
For revenge.
I thought you meant
for
like
murderous
reincarnation.
revenge.
For murderous
He's like, take
revenge.
it to your
Keep
grave.
up.
Take it to your grave. Say it with me. Take it to your grave.
No,
Over butt stuff? Come on. that's
come
crazy.
on.
stuff.
Grow up.
It's not like
Grow up.
it's not like it was that good. She shit all over him.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Don't kill
Oh my God.
the dog. Oh, may we all learn from this. This is how she signed off that email.
Truly. Truly.
That is the worst.
It's like,
That's
hey,
really
hey
bad.
girl, why don't you do anal again? Because a dog died the last time.
Yeah. Do you think I want my
The
family
last
dog to be
time I-
murdered?
Last
Last
time I
time
did
I let
anal,
someone in my butt.
it killed a dog.
Yeah,
I killed a
it's like,
dog.
Sorry, baby. It's my birthday. I didn't mean to ask such a crazy question. Are you trying to kill my dog? No, no.
What does it mean?
I'm sorry. I just thought we'd spice it up a bit. No, I don't want to kill dogs.
And that fourth date conversation for the rest of that person's life.
Oh, I would never tell anyone that story.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Everyone.
Of course you fucking would, you monster.
I'm gonna tell everyone this person's story.
Of course you are.
Yeah, I'm stealing this. This is such
Alvin
good.
dog-
Just did.
Thinking the dog was seriously unhealthy and about to die anyway.
Oh my god.
Thinking this
I'm
was the last
comforting
straw for a
myself.
dog.
I'm
put him down.
comforting myself by assuming the dog was old and slipping anyway, and it wasn't like one bout of false diarrhea and we
And they
killed the
just like,
dog.
yeah, get him out of here.
You know?
You bad dog. That's how that
mean-
dog went out. He pooped all over the bed. It's time for him to go. That's
I
awful.
can't
that's-
believe that guy did
That's
this
horrible
to his dog.
too. The decision being made to put the dog down after one accident on the bed.
I'd hope that's what I mean. I hope it was the cherry on top of a longer
I hope
decline.
he had a back wheelchair legs.
Yeah,
and
well,
he was
then
blind.
milky
He
in one
wasn't
eye.
getting on
eyes.
the bed, but he definitely
Yeah.
had milky eyes. That's what I'm
Yeah.
picturing.
Yeah, I hope so.
And he reeked.
So we got another one here. It says Namaste. I've been struggling with some mysterious health issue for months, and I've been on and off meds. To see what can fix some pain issues. So last week I felt icky, dizzy and nauseous, and I called into work. I'm guessing they mean out, but it says into. I called into work. The next day, same thing, and my tummy was off. Okay, no biggie. I'm a gal that only poops once or twice a week. So I figured I'd go potty. Yeah, Jesus, you need a fiber.
I poop
high
once or
fiber-
twice a
yeah.
day.
Yeah, you need a high fiber diet.
Yeah.
So the next thing, her tummy was off, and she thought she just had to go to the bathroom. So off, I innocently go to the bathroom. I sat down and did a few twists that I learned on TikTok to make me go.
Help move
Twist.
things along.
Oh, like
Yeah.
abdominal crunches and spins and stuff.
Yeah, you just gotta get
no
it
go.
flowing.
Right. You gotta rev the engine. No go, pun intended. I push and twist and nothing.
Fully
So I
dancing.
figure out
Nothing.
So I just on
You got to start smoking cigarettes and drinking more coffee.
I
Yeah,
pop
that'll
it,
be
I
better.
lock
Screen door.
it. Nothing.
You flip the thing down, flip it and reverse it.
none of this works.
None of this.
So nothing. So I figure I will go back to my sweet couch and watch more Cold Case. Nope.
Good call.
Nope. The cramps were awful and painful, and I needed to go. I went back to the toilet and push and twist and tried to get it out. I did manage to get it half out, or I thought and I was stuck. Oh God, it was like turtle headed.
Oh,
I tried walking around pants up to pants up to catch anything. Oh, God.
Oh,
okay, see,
yep.
that's it for you. I tried walking around pants up to catch anything. I did downward dog and anything I could think of that would get this brick out of my ass.
Oh, no.
You guys are really into scat
no.
play here at the One Crumb Fam. This is
Listen,
I get
people
this.
send
Every
in their
email's-
poop stories.
If you've ever
Yeah, when you're
given
just
birth,
compacted.
you recognize this.
The post-birth constipation.
Just got that brick in your eyes.
Yeah, I didn't shit for a week afterwards, and when I finally did, I'll just say I did not have victory sex afterwards.
No, nightmare fuel.
It was really bad. I think I texted you guys.
You
Not Alvin,
definitely
but
did.
Amanda.
And Scott.
So-
Warning.
I didn't get that text. So
We'll add you to the thread.
We'll add you in.
got a brick in my ass, guys. Got some work to do.
Yep.
So
I really need your support right now.
finally, I called my nurse mom. She didn't have any ideas but to put Vaseline around the protruding rock. So I grabbed an old rubber glove from a box.
Vaseline.
Lube up the
Gotta
track, I guess.
Lube it up, yeah. So I
Bottle
grabbed
up
an
the
old
glove.
rubber glove from a box of hair dye and maneuvered as best as I could to get there from here and got the Vaseline in the right spot, or so I hoped. Oh, the pain. I pushed and I pushed and I did a diaphragmatic breathe. I did diaphragmatic breathing. I had my son by C-section, but I remembered the panting. Finally, oh God. Okay, brace yourself.
Oh,
Finally,
no.
it burst forth from my ass like a t-shirt, like a t-shirt from a t-shirt cannon.
No.
I thought the worst.
Perfectly cylindrical,
I'm gonna
flat ends.
I'm gonna faint.
Tape around the
Faint.
middle.
Don't faint. Ew.
It burst forth. That's what it sounded like.
Cracks your toilet bowl.
I thought the worst was over. And then I looked. Why did I look? I swear it was 4 inches around and a foot long.
Oh,
I never
Jesus.
Only a foot.
I never thought the black fist dildo from St. Paul Stationery and books, maybe before your time, could be done, but now I knew.
Wow.
This was not going to go down the toilet. I had to do something, and
Gotta
my
break it up.
poor
Get the
wrecked
yardstick.
body
Get the
and
fork.
fried brain had to think.
My poor wrecked body.
My poor wrecked body.
Been
So
there.
like I have done with the dog doo-doo, I
Oh.
grabbed a plastic grocery bag.
Yep.
Is this the theme of this episode?
What
That's
did I
probably-
name it? Why'd you
Sometimes
guys pick
no,
all these-
it's almost
all these
always
sickos?
shit and sex.
So I grabbed a plastic grocery bag and picked it out of there, praying I wouldn't die right then and there.
Praying I
How would I
wouldn't die.
How would I explain? How would I
To
explain
who?
like I am
Who
now?
are you explaining this to?
Yeah, I don't know. But to us,
The nurse mom.
how would I explain like I am now? I set it in the shower and changed the cat litter and put my bag in the cat litter bag and slowly walked the big bag out to, well, if you're gonna, you're already doing something nasty, might as well kill two birds with one stone,
Yeah.
right? Might as well take the cat
Yeah.
shit out too.
I thought she was gonna say she hid it in the cat litter. This turd.
I guess, yeah, that makes
Buried
sense.
it.
That's what, yeah. They're like,
The
that
cats
cat
are
litter
vomiting.
is extra shitty today. They're like, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
wow.
Took a
Husband's
real
like, well, the
mean
cats
stinker.
are shitting huge turds. We got to put them down.
Gotta put him down.
My
Snowball's
husband killed
clearly
5 of our cats that
dying.
day. As I sat
Shot
by
'em.
idly, not wanting to admit to the things I did. No, I'm making that part up. So my bag in the cat litter. So I put my bag in the cat litter bag and slowly walked the big bag out to the garbage. I don't think I will ever get over it. P.S. Amanda sounds like my Wisconsin Aunt Doris.
How dare you? But also, she sounds great.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds like
She
a
sounds
great,
like
sounds like a great
me.
lady.
She sounds great.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, this
Another shit
person
one.
definitely did have a C-section because let me tell you, that shit compacts.
Ugh.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
awful.
Vaseline in your
Ew.
own BH.
Well,
Shout out to all
No.
the women out there, doing your
I
thing.
think
I
I got
respect it.
a
And
chopstick.
oh,
What?
What?
We got to dig it out somehow.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. Women are strong, Alvin.
Was it a disposable chopstick? Yeah, you didn't just like throw that in the dishwasher?
Went away.
I lost
Amanda,
it.
I can't
Oh
tell
my
if you're
God.
frozen or just
I'm
horrified.
not frozen. I'm just horrified.
All right, we got a couple more. If this
The worst part about childbirth, by far.
the compacted shit,
Yeah. The next poop.
Okay.
The next
never
poop.
take
the first
oxy.
poop, the last poop you'll ever take.
Yeah.
So this email is titled "Bum Scootin' Boogie."
Bum scootin' boogie.
Bum scootin' boogie. So it starts off. Let me tell you about the time that I learned not to eat strings.
Oh no. No.
You had to learn that? Okay. You had to learn that.
This
Okay,
is actually
Shoot,
written from
strings
it's-
used to be my favorite food.
It's written from the perspective of a cat. Can't eat ribbon. My name is Beans, and this is how I learned not to eat strings. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button.
That's the story of the last time I ate strings, guys.
Strings.
Like and subscribe. So,
Get ready with me
Picture
to
it.
eat some string.
Got ready with me to eat
day
string
in the
and
life of me
force
eating
my
string.
parents to take me to the vet.
For a $4,000 vet bill.
Pawing on her little.
Get ready with me to see how far I can push my parents before they put me down. This is
Picture it.
You want
Nick
to follow that cat
Studios.
beauty influencer.
Birch, number 2.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay. Picture it. A 4-year-old went to the bathroom to take his morning constitutional just like any other day. Except this time it was different.
That's not
The
what
house
a
was awake.
constitutional is.
People call their morning poop that.
My
Really?
morning constitutional. Yeah. I like it. The house was awakened by what I can only assume to be a scream that made my aunt think I was dying. I was very dramatic. My aunt and uncle came running into the bathroom to find their bathroom covered in shit and me scooting my ass across the floor.
What? Toby?
I am a Shih Tzu.
They splat shit. Why was the bathroom covered? You know something? You read.
We're
That's
not gonna-
how you find that out. So aunt and uncle come into the bathroom. Bathroom's covered in shit. You're scooting across the floor. Please continue. So this was the 90s, and they still had carpet in their bathroom.
Oh no.
An installed bathroom carpet under a microscope
No.
has to be
Alvin.
the
A
foulest
black light.
Oh.
Luminol.
No.
Room raiders, you room raid this bathroom?
Oh, do not room raid this bathroom, please.
Carpeted bathroom raider.
Yes.
No.
I was dragging my ass across the carpet like a dog with worms. What goes in must come out. And out the string came. Now, stuck in my booty hole. I had apparently tried to get it out on the walls, the cabinets, and yes, the floor.
Use your
By
hand.
this point, yeah, geez, why are you trying to rub it out?
Rub it out.
Yeah.
Rub it out.
Don't rub it out. Do not.
By this point, my entire family had come to the bathroom. And we're all in tears laughing because, in my words, there's a string in my butt.
There's a
How did I
snake
get
in my
the
boot.
How did I get the string out? You may
There's
be
a
asking?
string in my butt.
There's a string in my butt.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole. There's a string in my butt.
There's a string in my butt. So, how did I get the string out? You may be asking. My aunt had to pull it out like a Woody doll. My aunt had to pull it out, and to this day, my cousin cannot help but remind me about the time I had a string in my butt, and Aunt Debbie had to pull it out.
Yeah.
The bathroom was a literal shit show.
Remember
that time that you got pull string like a Raggedy Ann doll?
Fuck.
That is a wedding speech.
No, it's not. I would make all of my family sign an NDA.
Yeah, you guys gotta get neuralized like
I
Men
do
in Black.
not get embarrassed about really anything, but this, I absolutely fucking not.
My dad's friend had a dog that used to really like to eat women's underwear.
Oh yeah, Daisy liked that.
And he had a girl over and she
Starting crotch first.
the next day could not find her like lacy red thong.
Oh, thongs
then-
are the tastiest.
Couple days later, the friend was like, the dog scooting his butt on the floor. And my friend looked at the dog's butt and there's just a little piece of red lace poking out. So he pulled it and he described it as
underwear.
like starting a lawnmower, like, and then he finally got it out and the dog went shooting off across the yard.
Freedom.
That could not have been good for the dog's guts. Just
No,
yanking it out
I don't
like
think
that,
you're
but
supposed to pull.
I'll let it work out.
Yank
but-
it out like a
yeah.
lawnmower cord.
No.
Yeah, Aunt Debbie.
So,
You're not supposed to pull.
so the carpet was completely ruined. It was so ruined that my dad had to replace it.
Thank
Luckily
God.
with tile. like
Of course,
Like how
the
the
carpet
bathroom
was
should be.
ruined.
You saved this bathroom. The carpet
And also
was
that
ruined
carpet was
before
ruined
you
long
shit all
before-
over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
That
is just
carpet
the
was
final
ruined long
straw.
Yeah.
The final string.
Ugh.
so there
The
was
string
no
that
more
broke the
carpet.
camel's back.
Camel's back.
So there was no more carpet to be ruined by a booty hole scooting boogie. That was the last time I ever decided to eat a string. And honestly, I did my aunt and uncle a favor by getting rid of the carpeted bathroom. That's true. I also like that this email doesn't address that they ate string. It just was like, so anyway, I was
This
eating some string
happened.
and then the string came out of my butt. It was like they
This
just
is how
got
I
right to
learned
the
not
string
to
being in
eat
the butt.
string.
Yeah. I would have loved to a follow-up email. Maybe I come back and I'd love the follow-up email where they go, here's how I started eating string. What
I
drew you
want
to
to know
string?
what kind of string. Was it like thread, like a sewing thread, or like
Yeah.
twine?
Yarn?
Yarn?
We'll never know.
Like that-
The
that
road
Don't
cooking,
map.
talk
that
about
white
yarn
cooking
while I'm
string.
crocheting.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah, that you
crocheting
tie up
right
like
now.
a rack of lamb with.
Get that out of your mouth.
That cooking string.
Okay. This one, ooh. Okay, this was
Uh-oh.
titled, Where My Dog's At?
Oh,
Stop! She did that on purpose.
you
I
know
love
she
it.
did.
So, it starts off, okay,
Where my
starts
dog
off. This is an
Oh,
emotional
God.
journey, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna buckle in on this
Take
one.
it down. Okay.
So, I lost my father not too long ago, and
I'm
things are still
sorry.
emotional for me. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that sucks.
It was my second day back to work, and I was just having a meltdown out on my mail route. Being a mail lady, you deal with all sorts of dogs, bugs, and other critters. Me, I'm terrified of bugs and goats.
Oh.
Not
And goats.
goats. Not the right career choice, LOL. You see a lot of goats as a mail person? Okay.
Wherever they are, baby.
I'm scared of bugs and mules. I was like, what? Okay. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, all right, cool. Okay.
Goats are
So-
creepy. I don't like their eyes.
I love
but
goats.
she's coming across a lot of the goats. That's okay.
Okay.
I am so terrified of bugs that I would call my dad to come kill my spider for me in my own house. I'm sitting there having my moment, and a damn horsefly comes into my vehicle. My fight or flight mode kicked in immediately as I watched the devil fly rampage through my van. The mother,
Horseflies are the worst.
and they're thick too. They really
Yeah,
make it when
they
they land
bite.
on stuff. It's really like they really smack things.
Yeah, they're disgusting. They're striped.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
The motherfucker decides to land on my nose. And
No!
my response, I slapped the shit out of myself.
Oh, ouch.
There was no thought, just slap. I knocked my glasses off my face and also busted my own nose. I get out of my vehicle. I get out of my vehicle to try to find my glasses and just scream because what the fuck?
Yeah.
LMAO.
What the fuck?
Yeah. But I didn't realize nor pay attention to how close I was to a ditch. And as soon as I stepped out of the vehicle, I slipped and fell into a ditch. At this
This
point,
is not going well.
Yeah, this is like the worst. Yeah, Nothing's going your way. It's like an Alanis Morissette song. At this point, I had to turn back around and go back to the post office to clean up and change shirts from my busted nose. There's blood all over them.
Oh, God.
Took me forever to find my glasses, out there looking like Velma. I figured my boss would be in her office, so I wouldn't have to explain what the hell was going on. But wrong. I walked right into my boss. She asked what the hell happened. And instead, looking like an idiot, I lied. I blamed it on a dog getting too excited and knocking me over.
And they put the dog down.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
The post office filed a complaint and murdered that dog. Story over? Story over? Nope. My boss went and had a talk with the owner.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
No, it does not happen again. No, it does not.
I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Alvin's like, I can't. I'm not.
My
wrecked
boss went and had a
body.
talk with the owner of said dog. And she apologized to me so many times, and I just felt like shit, laughed my ass off. Okay. She really has one of the sweetest dogs that I just threw under the bus.
Hopefully not
because
a
of-
literal bus.
So my boss threw her dog under a bus.
God.
All of this because of a damn horsefly. I feel like this is a funny joke from my dad because even though he would come kill my spiders, he would laugh at me the whole time with, "You're literally 27. Kill your own bugs." Well,
Yeah.
Dad, I tried, and now I have a swollen nose and a black eye.
Yeah.
And a dead
Beautiful
dog
story.
on my conscience.
And
Possibly a dead dog on my
and a murdered dog. All from my lies. This is the real Big Little Lies. This episode is Big Little Lies.
It
This
is.
the real Big Little Lies. Okay. This is an update.
Oh.
So this is a follow-up to an email.
Oh,
So
shit.
it says Gunner Marie update.
What?
Oh, Gunner.
I don't even know who Gunner Marie is. Okay,
Gunner Marie
okay.
is a throwback to a GACC of many months ago.
Oh,
So
okay.
Gunner
This girl
Marie. Yeah, go ahead.
Is a dog
Oh.
that was on a road trip with this, like her boyfriend's dog or something. They were on a road trip and this girl farted and it was a silent but deadly, like really nasty fart. And she blamed it on the dog, but then the dog got a whiff of the fart and threw up in the back seat. And so
Oh,
this guy just thought
yeah.
that like the
His
dog's
dog
own
farted
fart
and
had
then-
the
gagged
dog
him.
was sick.
Yeah. Then they put the dog down. Just kidding. No, they
The
didn't.
dog is- okay, here we go. So, okay. So this is from Gunner. This is a Gunner Marie update. It says, "Hi y'all. Hi y'all. I love that. Hi y'all. I just wanted to say thank you for appreciating the story of Gunner Marie. I cannot
Gunner
tell you
Marie!
how
Sweet Gunner Marie.
We love Gunner Marie.
I cannot tell you how much joy it brings me when I hear the two of you giggling over his name or allude to that story. Plus,
His
I
name?
Yeah, honey.
Oh, Gunner Marie.
Gunner
Did we call
Marie.
him Gunner Marie or was his name Marie? Gunner
His name
Marie.
was Gunner for sure. We might
Gunner
have
Marie.
added the Marie.
I love that. It's very rustic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there should be like a home sign on the dog, like on its dog collar. It should be like a home sign in cursive.
Oh my god.
I love when friends text me like, Gunner Marie was on Wine and Crime again. I can't remember if I've reached out already and mentioned this, but Gunny passed away in
No!
God, so many dead dogs in this fucking episode.
Gunner Marie, no!
No.
Gunny passed away in the spring of 2020. So we love the fact that he lives on in infamy on my favorite podcast, no less.
Oh, that dog died before we even read
Oh.
that confession.
Yeah, the dog.
That
Yeah,
dog
the dog
was
was
dead when we
dead.
read it. Oh, then I don't feel
Long-
bad anymore.
Oh.
Long live Gunner. Long
Sweet
live Gunner.
Gunny.
We love Gunny.
I think it
Wow.
was that person's fart that just gave Gunner Marie some sort
Yeah.
of terminal illness.
I'm shocked Gunner Marie didn't die in the car that day. Poor guy.
A lot of dead
Oh.
dall talk this episode.
Lot of dead dog talk. Well,
But you did great.
you
Thank
did a
you
really
very
good job.
I appreciate
Will there be more dead dog talk in your segment, Lucy?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
Oh, God. I don't remember.
I don't remember it. So
I don't think
Great. All right, well.
Oh, God. All right, are we ready for Coroner Corner?
We sure are.
Bringing us home with some creepy shit. Okay. So as we record this, Frogging Crimes came out today.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't get enough frogging news, so I have another bit of frogging for us. This was sent in by Hannah P. Most of us have never experienced the shock or terror of discovering a stranger has been living in our house without us knowing. But Brittany and James Campbell know exactly how it feels. Alvin, do you know what frogging is?
No.
People hiding in your house while you're living there.
That's what that's called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, frogging with a PH.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody lives in your walls.
I thought you meant people that lick toxic frogs.
Cross the street?
No.
Oh, no.
Cross
in
the
walls?
street. Yeah,
Frog-
people like
Living
living
in
in
your
your
walls, your
froggering.
attic.
Yeah, the
frogging.
trend from 2016, froggering.
Yeah.
So that's what frogging is.
Okay.
The couple, who are featured in Lifetime's true crime show Frogging, Hide Her in My House, were away from their home in Honolulu with their 2 young sons for about a week, but got more than they bargained for when they returned.
I hate getting more than I bargained for.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
Typically,
annoying.
I love it.
Really?
Like, I'm sorry. In the sense of like buying things.
Yeah.
I
Right.
never like. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
sure.
Like in the
I
BOGO
mean-
situation. Like a
Yeah, you go to
context.
Michael's and they're like, "Do you have a random coupon on you? We'll take 40%
I
off of your whole
always
purchase."
have a random coupon because I am a Michael's member and I just log into my account. And
Yeah, get
they
the
give me
app.
Coupons.
always get the app.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
Come
just
on,
hand it.
Alvin.
I hand it to the cashier, and I'm like, "Find me the best coupon," and then they just do it for you.
Yep.
Okay. On September 20th, 2019, the family found a man inside their home, and the situation just got scarier by the second.
Yeah.
James, 36, who was in the U.S. Navy, grabbed a sledgehammer for protection, while Brittany, 37, called 911.
Sledgehammer would not be my go-to. It's not
No,
easy
it's-
to wield. It's very
Yeah,
heavy.
you got one swing.
Yeah.
He's
Swing
in the
true.
Navy.
Yeah, but still.
Swing true. I don't know. Maybe he just
Swing
had
away.
a sledgehammer right there. When the cops arrived, they arrested the intruder, 23-year-old Ezekiel Zayas, who was standing in the couple's front yard wearing James's clothes.
Ugh.
After he was taken away, the family believed that to be the end of it, but it became apparent that the nightmare had only just begun.
Oh, no.
Upon daring to venture further inside their home, the Campbells found sheer chaos, with Brittany describing the scene as, quote, just trashed. There were piles of pots and pans, James's music equipment was all over the living room, and their bedroom was a mess. Not
trashed
only
the
that,
Yeah, he was having a jam session.
totes. But not only that, but their old laptop had been used to record disturbing diary entries about
No.
the family.
I hate a video diary. Not necessarily a vlog, because it's like you intend for other people to see that, regularly. But there's something about a video diary that's like left for someone to find later. It's not like public. Blech. No.
He
Very
was also
manifesto.
naked. He was also naked while he recorded these video diaries.
Ugh, come on, put your shrub chub away. Shrub.
There were all these typed, quote, there were all these typed notes called The Omnivore Trials, a rehabilitation for rat-like people.
What?
Oh.
Brittany told the Post that it was at this point they realized the intruder had been in their home for a lot longer than they initially thought.
No.
As events turned sinister, the stay-at-home mom noticed that knives had been laid out next to the computer, along with the typed-out manifesto containing gruesome plans for the Campbells, such as, quote, sexual reconstruction and a hand transplant.
What is sexual
wow.
I
don't
don't
know.
guy's
He
cuckoo
just
for
He wants to
cocoa
do these
puffs.
procedures.
He wanted to do all these medical, procedures on this family.
Ugh.
So
A hand
Brittany's-
transplant.
How odd.
She said, quote, he wanted to play doctor on us, and not in the cute little kid way. He wrote about how he could make us into perfect people.
Oh, he's like the human centipede doctor.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it is.
Totally.
Nope.
Quote, the guy had been sitting naked in my chair. That's disgusting.
Ew, not in my chair.
Yeah. Sitting, I mean, scratch
That's
everything else.
my
that you did.
chair.
Yeah. Don't have your asshole just open on my chair, bare.
No, kissing my chair.
Yeah.
So suddenly the couple began to make sense of the incidents that were previously unexplainable. That's so gross.
It's never a ghost. It's the chair kisser.
Yeah, ew. Pucker up.
Fucker up.
For example, they had noticed a computer webcam turning on in the middle of the night over recent months and doors being left open or unlocked.
Oh, God, no.
So the TV the TV show's
Choke
producer,
on sneeze and fear and screaming.
the Lifetime TV show producer Jessica Everleth explained, it starts out slowly. Things go missing. She said victims are more likely to believe they're living with a ghost than a long-term trespasser.
No.
Quote, I think so. You
Yeah,
think
for
it's an
sure.
urban myth, but it's more common than you think.
This is the one
Following-
scenario where a ghost makes more. I would never think there's
way
somebody living
rather
in
have
the
a
walls.
ghost.
I would go, yeah, this place is haunted.
Absolutely.
Before
Yeah.
you go, yeah, there's probably a person living in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
In the walls.
Fuck.
Following his arrest, Zayas was charged with burglary and was released. Shortly after, he was arrested again for allegedly vandalizing a Buddhist temple. And in 2020, so after all of this happened, when he was incarcerated for the vandalism, it was alleged that he had killed a fellow inmate while he was in jail. He was charged with murder in the first and second degrees later that year, pleading not guilty. He was found to be unfit to proceed and is now at the Hawaii State Hospital where he awaits trial.
He's in Hawaii.
Yeah, they're in
He lives there.
Honolulu.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great place to be locked up. I would, if you're
I
gonna be
think
locked up
so.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. As for the
I don't
Campbell
know.
family, they have since moved out of their Honolulu home and away from Hawaii entirely. They just
Over it.
bye.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little frogging update.
Yuck.
I
Hate
hate
it.
frogging.
Thank you.
Okay,
It's terrifying.
this next little story is this bit of Texas lore that I hinted at earlier.
Oh.
Texas lore.
Texas Lord.
Texas
So I found
lore.
out about this story courtesy of my boyfriend Encyclopedia Britannica's One Good Fact email. Highly
Oh, yeah.
recommend.
Yeah, well, I don't even have to sign up for that because you send it to our group chat like every day.
Not every day, only when there's like a really good fact. Like today or yesterday. Was it today or
And the day
yesterday?
before.
Or the day before that. or Sunday.
Pope Francis had his first job as a nightclub bouncer.
I think that was today.
I think it was too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, bouncer.
Yeah, one good fact.
Now
Ironically,
he
though, I
bounces for
found
Jesus.
Exactly.
right. Ironically, though, I found way more information on Wikipedia, so this is just a straight copy paste from Wikipedia.
Okay.
I'm not sorry. I'm apologetic, but I'm not sorry.
But I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
Alvin would.
Never been sorry a day in my life. I will never will be.
On July 29th, 1897, a 4-year-old boy named Will Wood caught a horny toad in Eastland County, Texas. And by the way, a horny toad is actually a lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The boy's father, Eastland County Clerk Ernest E. Wood, decided to use the reptile to test the West Texas tradition. They say tradition, but I feel like it's like rumor, not tradition.
Okay.
Mhm.
Rumor that the creatures could survive for many years in hibernation. The horned lizard was placed in a cornerstone of the Eastland County Courthouse in Eastland, Texas, along with other capsule memorabilia, including a Bible and a bottle of alcohol.
They just put this living animal in a time capsule?
Yep, sealed it up. Put it in the bricks of the courthouse.
Okay.
It was the 1890s. I don't know what to tell you.
I
It was
guess.
high school,
All right.
guys.
Guys, it was
It was
the
high
90s.
school. Of course you're going to do anal at a house party.
Of course.
We're high schoolers. Of course we're going to try anal at a house
anal at a house party.
It's the 1890s. Of course we're going to seal up a lizard in
A horny
a courthouse.
It's
Okay.
the 1890s. Of course we're going to put a horny toad in our time capsule.
Okay.
Don't
30
ban TikTok, Congress.
Seriously, I will be so bored. Okay.
Yeah,
Way to set us back another 60 years.
seriously.
First it's Roe v. Wade. Now
Yep.
it's TikTok.
Now it's TikTok.
First they come for the Roe v. Wade, then they come for the TikTok.
First they came for the women, then they came for Gen
the
Z.
TikTok.
30 years later, during the Jazz Age, construction workers began to tear down the old courthouse, and town officials scheduled a public event to open the time capsule in mid-February of 1928.
Wake the toad.
An ambitious young newspaperman named Boyce House reported on
Boy's
the
house?
forthcoming
Boys'
Boy's
house.
house.
Boys' house.
Boys house.
Boys' house.
Boyce House. So Boyce House reported on the forthcoming ceremony in his articles for the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. House particularly emphasized the mystery of the horned toad, which supposedly had been entombed in the capsule since 1897. So at that point, they were still like not entirely sure if that was just a legend or not.
Yeah.
As a result of Boyce House's sensationalist newspaper articles, a crowd of 1,500 spectators gathered in Eastland, Texas to witness the opening of the time capsule and to learn the fate of the horned toad.
Oh, shit.
See what life was like
Many-
before Netflix existed?
Yeah, I know.
You just
Before
go
TikTok.
sit
What
there
happened
and
if
watch
we get
watch
rid
a
of
lizard
TikTok?
come out of a wall. Or
There's a lot of lizard wall reveals. Get ready with me to go see if that lizard in the wall is still alive. She said to no one because TikTok was gone.
Oh, sad.
It's so
So-
sad. She said to her cats.
Have you ever seen Grey Gardens? She said to her cats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get me started on that shit with you.
Many spectators had traveled more than 25 miles to be
Whoa.
present.
Wow.
I mean, they're probably on like fucking horseback, so.
It's a lot of miles.
And hundreds thronged around the makeshift fence that encircled the old courthouse. At exactly 4 o'clock on Saturday, February 18th, 1928, a live horned lizard was allegedly produced from within the time capsule in front of the overly excited audience. I feel like this is editorializing overly excited.
They're
appropriately
there's 1,500 people
excited.
there.
It's a
Well,
fucking
they're
gecko.
appropriately
Came out of a
excited.
wall.
And it's alive and it's been in there for like 30 years.
Yes,
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
like 30 and a half years. So Boyce House recalled the chaotic scene, writing, quote, "When the brick wall was pulled away from the cornerstone, the crowd rushed forward.
Went
in its-
wild.
In its excitement, pressing so closely against a worker that he barely had room to ply his pick in order to break a layer of cement that was over the top of the stone.
They
Then
killed him.
he lifted a sheet of metal underlying the cement. After this covering was raised, disclosing the cavity, Reverend F.E. Singleton, pastor of the Eastland Methodist Church, who was standing beside the cornerstone, leveled a finger and said, 'There's the frog.' It's a fucking
By God, there it is. The horny toad.
All that lead up for there's the frog.
There's the
There's,
frog.
I was
there's
expecting,
so much
like-
more. There's so much
okay,
more.
Okay. I'm like, there better be more to this
There's
speech.
so much more. Eugene Day, oilman, thrust his hand into the cavity and lifted out a flat, dust-covered toad, which he handed over to Reverend Mr. Singleton. The pastor handed the creature on to Judge Pritchard, who dangled it aloft by a hind leg so that all might see. Suddenly,
all the most important men in town had to make sure the toad is real and alive.
You don't even know. This gets so much more dramatic. Suddenly, the other hind leg twitched. The frog was alive. Within days, national newspaper chains reported the discovery of the entombed lizard on their front pages. The New York Times reported the events on its front page with the declarative headline, "Toad alive after 31 years, sealed in Texas cornerstone." I have photos on the drive, which will be on the blog if you guys want to take a look at them. The Times article credulously reported, quote, "After the cornerstone was removed, the toad appeared lifeless for some time, but in a little while it opened its eyes. In about 20 minutes, it began to breathe. The mouth, however, appeared to have grown together."
Oh.
Efforts will be made.
Use it or lose it.
Exactly. Efforts will be made to induce the toad to take food, and if necessary, the mouth will be opened by an operation. The toad is now on exhibition. So,
like, people could go look at it.
Here we get to the exhibition. Following these newspaper reports, zoologists and other scientists began a public debate over whether a Texas horned toad could survive for such an extended period of time without water, sunlight, or oxygen.
Yeah.
Dr. Raymond L. Dittmars, curator of mammals and reptiles at the Bronx Zoo, declared the alleged survival of the entombed lizard in Eastland, Texas to be, quote, "utterly impossible." In contrast, preeminent naturalist William T. Hornaday, the curator for the New York Zoological Gardens, asserted that, quote, "the incident was possible," and gave an instance from his own experience in Ceylon, which was another word for Sri Lanka. Didn't talk about the other example, but apparently he had knowledge of this. I don't know.
Trust me.
I heard about it once.
Yeah.
Yep. Indifferent to this scientific debate, Eastland locals instead ascribed the horned toad's miraculous survival for 31 years to the presence of the Bible in the time capsule.
Oh, God.
So they're saying because
the lizard had a Bible in there. Yeah.
Okay, he prayed every day and he survived for 30 years.
No, he didn't. His fucking mouth fused shut. He didn't pray for shit.
You can pray
I wish
internally.
that when they took that horny toad out of that wall, that the guy would have bit his head off like Ozzy Osbourne. Now that would have been a story.
It's alive.
That would have been a story. Yeah. That would have been, yeah. I look into your eyes. Start singing Ozzy Osbourne song.
If only Ozzy Osbourne could have been available for this 1920s cornerstone reveal.
It would have been a lot more eventful, I'll tell you that.
It really would have.
It's pretty eventful. I'm not even halfway through this.
Oh,
Let's
Jesus.
get it.
Due to the extensive media coverage, Ol' Rip, which is what they named the toad, like Rip Van Winkle, Ol' Rip became a national celebrity. The docile lizard was transported to Dallas, Texas for public exhibition by Will Wood, the same individual who purportedly found the specimen in the first place in 1897. After a public outcry by Eastland inhabitants and profit-hungry businessmen over the removal of the famous creature from their otherwise nondescript and insignificant town.
How dare you fill in the rat hole? That was all of our tourism.
Basically, Wood returned Ol' Rip to Eastland. Dallas exhibitors promptly sued him for $6,000 for alleged breach of contract. And today, that would be equivalent to $102,000.
It's a lot of fucking money.
It's a lot of money. So after this incident, Ol' Rip went on a national tour, and 40,000 spectators viewed him at the Zoological Gardens in St. Louis, Missouri.
He's famous.
Later that same year in New York City, motion pictures were produced with Will Wood introducing Ol' Rip. And, quote, a bug catcher was paid 50 cents each for insects that the frog devoured to please the cameraman.
Oh, my God.
It was a whole cottage industry around this horned toad. The peak of Ol' Rip's fame occurred in May 1928 when, during his national tour, the lizard was transported to Washington, D.C., where Texas Senator Earl Bradford Mayfield presented the specimen to President Coolidge.
Stop. This frog met the president?
Yes.
He
So
gave him the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Holy shit.
if you don't know a lot about Calvin
Frogs?
Coolidge, his nickname was Silent Cal because he was just a quiet man.
She was super chill.
Yeah. So Coolidge, a bemused Coolidge purportedly declined to touch the horned toad and merely nudged it with his spectacles.
Oh,
So this is
I see.
Cool. Thanks for stopping by, I guess.
So
a
it's
newspaper
frog?
article.
So what is
It's
it?
a frog, a toad, or
It's
a lizard.
horny- yeah.
What do I do with this?
Or a miracle.
Why are you in my house? Who am
Is
I?
this it? Is this all it does? It just sits here?
First, I
Okay.
have to
United
pardon
States
a
of what?
turkey. Now I have to touch a frog lizard.
Ugh.
So, according to the newspaper article, quote, President Coolidge asked numerous questions concerning his celebrated guest. He stroked the frog's back with his horn-rimmed glasses, and then President and Old Rip gazed steadily at each other for a full minute without a sound. Silent Cal had met his match.
This is fucking deeply unserious. I cannot believe.
This is what happens when we don't have TikTok.
For
A
real.
horned toad gets a national tour.
Goes viral, but on foot.
Yeah. As a consequence for the creature's immense fame, horned toads were sold as souvenirs at the 1928 Democratic National Convention in Houston for
Live horned toads?
For $2.50, which in 2022 is the equivalent to $42.61.
Oh, wow.
Good
The
Lord.
ensuing mass capture and export of horned toads for such sales resulted in the genus's precipitous decline in West Texas.
Stop.
They went extinct in West
They got
Texas.
overfarmed.
Everybody
They
wanted
did.
one just to look at it.
Yeah. According to Boyce House, our friend, so many horned toads were shipped out of West Texas that a Department of Agriculture bulletin foretold damage amounting to thousands of dollars if the export shipments did not stop, inasmuch as horned frogs preyed on insects that devour local crops. They're crucial to the ecosystem.
Yeah, you don't say.
Mm-hmm.
But I want one.
Right?
But I want a flying squirrel.
But Daddy, I want it. That's a Willy Wonka. I wonder what that
Sure is.
what that line was in that.
I want it now.
I would like to have a chocolate bar piece of candy, please.
But Daddy, I want to be trapped in this mirror forever.
With Mr. Nobody, the evil chocolate maker who lives in the wall.
It's all frogging. Or toading or lizarding. Soon after his national
Horny
tour,
toad.
Old Rip died of pneumonia on January 19th, 1929. It was the
He made
pneumonia
it all
that got
that
him.
way. They touted
They
him
worked him
around
to
the
death.
fucking country.
They
Yeah.
did.
They're like, get out
They
there, go do the
worked
thing.
his-
Go. He's like a circus bear.
Capitalism killed Old
Dance
Rip.
frog.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we'll get to the dancing
Stare
frog, too.
frog.
After Old Rip's death, the specimen was kept in a tiny satin-lined casket and displayed in the lobby of the New Eastland Courthouse. There's a picture of him in his little glass coffin.
I want to see him.
Thank God
Decades
for the
later,
internet, man.
Seriously.
Look at what we were.
decades. This is
Oh
so.
my God. Look at him.
This is
Old
so fucking
Rip.
dumb, you guys. Decades later, in September 1961, Old Rip briefly disappeared from the museum exhibit and a ransom note demanding $10,000 for his return.
Oh my God.
After a citywide search, the specimen was recovered. A year later, in 1962, John Connolly visited the courthouse while running for governor of Texas for a publicity event. An impetuous Connolly lifted the embalmed creature by its hind leg, which abruptly detached.
Oh no.
He ripped
Leave
his
him
fucking leg
alone.
off. I know.
Don't
And
touch Old Rip. It's his eternal rest.
Well, he
Oh,
lived
Rip,
true to his
ripped.
name. Yeah.
He lived true
You
to
get
his name. I got it.
Did.
In 1972, Rip's body was stolen again. Soon after, the city of Eastland claimed they had somehow found the stolen specimen and returned the object to exhibition. However, museum visitors noted the recovered toad now inexplicably had 4 feet, while the original specimen only had 3 feet because of the earlier incident with John Connolly.
Mm-hmm.
So it was suddenly intact again. They didn't find old Rip. They got a new one.
Yeah.
In 1976, an anonymous letter was sent to newspapers claiming the original 3-footed specimen was still in the thief's possession, and the city of Eastland had replaced the original specimen with a fake.
It's a conspiracy that runs all the way to the top.
I can't with this.
Angry that the city of Eastland was building its future around a dried-up horned frog, the letter writer offered to pay $5,000 to anyone who could prove that the toad in the courthouse was truly old Rip. So,
Boy's house is in a basement with red strings on a wall, smoking cigarettes.
Yep.
It's like,
Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia.
it is Boy's house. I'm on to something.
I got boxes full of Pepe.
Okay, this is the weirdest part to me. This was his legacy. In 1955,
such a
Looney
dramatic word to use.
Looney
Old Rip's
Tunes
legacy.
Looney Tunes writer Michael Maltese was inspired by the story of Old Rip to write an animated theatrical short entitled One Froggy Evening. In the cartoon, a construction worker demolishing a building finds an 1892 time capsule inside a cornerstone. The capsule contains a living frog, retroactively named Michigan J Frog, years later, which is able to sing songs such as Hello My Baby. So it's the Looney Tunes frog.
that
With
guy!
The WB? It's the WB frog
It's
as
the
well?
WB frog. That's based on Old Rip.
Get the hell
Yeah.
out of here.
No, I won't. Are you shook? Because I was.
I am
So
speechless.
shook.
Yeah.
Look at where things come from. This frog is embedded into American culture somehow and I never knew.
And yet
Old
he's a
Rip.
lizard.
Right?
Yeah.
And yet he was
frog.
never a frog.
But he is very regal.
Or
He
a
lived a
toad.
life. You know, he got, he was a satin-lined casket, so that makes the top hat and the cane. He was
Make
He
it's
met the
making
president.
sense.
He met
And
the
he was
president.
unearthed in the jazz age, so these Tin Pan Alley songs make sense.
Wow. The WB frog.
Yeah.
I can't. It goes so deep.
It goes so deep. So Old Rip's story was told in the 2004 documentary short Toad Spotting: The Legend of Old Rip.
Okay.
So that wasn't really morbid, but it does
I love
kind
it.
of relate
amazing.
to cheating death.
Yep. It was
Yeah, he
weird
lived
as hell,
forever.
and I loved it.
It was
And he's out there
weird
somewhere
as
still.
hell. He is. He's out there somewhere with 3 legs because
Somebody
of fucking
has
John
it.
Connolly.
I'm gonna
fucking
steal the
turd.
old Rip. National. We need Nicolas Cage on this. We need a
Bring
National
back
Treasure
old
5.
Rip. Yep.
Yeah.
Finding
Totally.
old Rip.
I'm gonna steal old Rip. Yeah, we need this. We need.
I'm gonna steal old Rip.
Old Rip.
I'm gonna steal old Rip.
Okay. I just have my obituary area left, and this is it's not personal to me. I mean, all obituaries are personal, but I have a little like personal backstory and not related to me again, but
Okay.
a Coven member sent this in. So here is that person's email, and this is coming from another person named Hannah, different Hannah.
Oh.
So Hannah's email reads, quote, I never imagined that one day I'd be sitting in my parents' living room trying to explain to them that I'm a frequent listener of a true crime comedy podcast, but I also never imagined I'd be writing an obituary for my dead sister either.
Oh.
my God.
As my parent, don't worry, it's not all that. I mean, it's sad, of course, but
Yeah.
as my parents, remaining siblings, and I were working on the draft of the obituary, the whole thing started to sound so bland and boilerplate, a listicle of a life instead of an embodiment of it. I finally played the end of a few Coroner Corner episodes for them, and it completely shifted the mood. Everyone was cracking up and starting to think of memorable and funny anecdotes to add.
Oh.
All that to say, I just want to thank you for bringing joy and inspiration to a difficult moment, And I have to thank Amanda, too, because I had to go ahead and play a full GACC after we went through the obits. I wasn't sure how it would play, but it was priceless to see my 14-year-old sister's disgusted face at half of the Coven confessions. And it was hilarious when my dad was dying at the rhinestone ball gag story.
Like a rhinestone ball gag.
Okay, so that
warms my heart.
So now I'm going to read to you the revised obituary for Hannah's sister. So Here we go. Violet Letty Rose Fernandez, named Isaac James at birth, so she's trans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
25 years old, found peace as she passed away at home on December 24th, 2023. So quite recently.
Yeah.
Letty's life will be celebrated at College Park Baptist Church in Greensboro, North Carolina on January 6, 2024 at 11 a.m. She was born on September 28, 1998 in Paradise, California, to Adam Elliott and Laura Marie Smith. Auspicious as being born in Paradise may sound, her mother is often quoted as saying, quote, "It was by far the most difficult." From her post-labor shits, I'm sure.
Yeah.
From that point on, she took it upon herself to continue to challenge all of us in ways that only later would we realize were exactly what we needed. Letty spent the first 7 years of her life living in Chico, California, after she moved with her family to Greensboro, North Carolina. In Chico, she loved to play outside, especially in the woods at her grandparents' house with her siblings, building forts, making rosewater potions, yes, fashioning tools and weapons out of sticks, yes, and climbing the neighbors' trees to eat the ripening kumquats.
Hell yeah.
While in Chico, she started playing baseball and later added other sports in middle and high school, such as cross country and wrestling. On and off the mat, she was one slippery motherfucker. She also swam on the neighborhood swim team along with her older sister, both of whom hated nearly every minute of it. So naturally, during the summer, she hung out at the Hamilton Lakes pool, where she began her first job as a lifeguard. While not called on to rescue anyone in her years as a lifeguard at Hamilton Lakes or the Bryan YMCA, she had many years earlier saved the life of her younger brother Noah, who had fallen into the koi pond at their grandparents' house.
There it is.
It was one of many debts that Noah owes his older sister, which he will continue trying to repay even though she's passed on. Also, that reminds me of that scene in The Office when they have the security camera.
Yeah, I love it.
Exactly.
In middle school, she learned to play the trumpet and continued to play in high school, participating in marching and jazz band. Aww. Continuing as the protective older sister that she was, she also prayed over her brother Aaron's baptism. Of course, in true Letty fashion, after coming home from a summer youth trip, she promptly launched her car off a hill in Hamilton Lakes with the worship leader's daughter in it.
Oh, God, that sounds like me.
Their family left town shortly thereafter.
Oh, my God. Good for you.
Letty was a student in the Spanish immersion program and graduated from Grimsley High School on June 11th, 2017. On a parenthetical note, in November of 2018, when Letty had just turned 20, Paradise, California, her birthplace, burned down. Coincidence? We think not.
Yeah.
She went on to study chemistry at UNC Greensboro and graduated May 6, 2022. Her undergraduate advisor is remembered as saying she wasn't a memorable student until after she took a year off for COVID, and that when she came back, quote, she was a different person.
I love that. She came back hard.
Well, I think that might be when she transitioned.
Oh,
that's what I took that to mean.
She was a completely different person. A little humor. I like that.
Wasn't very memorable until she came back a different person.
I love it.
After applying herself diligently during her senior year at UNCG, the ever mercurial Violet continued her academic endeavors at the Joint School of Nanoscience and Nanoengineering.
Damn.
What? Where she was a second-year student in the nanoengineering PhD program at the time of her death. Letty had creative ambitions that were unfortunately underexpressed, even though she made an effort to practice and produce. She wrote down lyrics, poems, and thoughts. She continued to play the trumpet after high school, although with less frequency. She played the drums poorly and with little inhibition.
Yes.
She was not shy about trying and struggling and even failing. Her most burgeoning creative exploit was cooking and baking, for which she had a natural flair. She could adjust recipes intuitively and cook with seemingly careless effort, producing ribs that her roommates still claim were the best they'd ever had. As a result, that sounds so good. As a result, hosting dinner parties became a passion of hers.
Oh.
Sadly, she suffered a traumatic life event that brought about a severe and complex mental illness on February 20th, 2023, and this is what ultimately took her life. She was not her illness, yet through her illness, she taught us what it means to love unconditionally, to fight to be present, and that mistakes should not stir shame or condemnation, but a renewed sense of shared responsibility. That's so sweet.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
As a family, we were Team Letty until her last breath. Even in her suffering, when you shared your life with her, she would say, I love that for you.
Oh.
She is survived by her parents, siblings, Hannah, Aaron, his wife, Soma, Noah, Maya, and Adrian, as well as her grandparents, Jim and Robin Smith, Helen Malone, Naomi Fernandez, and her partner, Jillian, her bromance for the ages, Seth, as well as many close friends and family who love her and will miss her every day. She is preceded in death by her white 1998 Honda Accord, deceased June 29th, 2016, and a gray 2009 Honda Civic, deceased December 8th, 2023. Please, instead of sending flowers, donate to NAMI Guilford or an LGBTQIA plus affirming organization of your choice. Also, we would love for you to share memories and stories of Letty or Isaac or Violet with us in writing. This will help keep her memory alive and remember her fully. For those planning on attending the memorial service in honor of her spirit, bright colors are encouraged, and violet is her favorite color.
Oh.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Isn't that so sweet?
That's a really
That's a hell
beautiful
of a
obit.
hell of a tribute. Yeah, for sure.
Ugh.
Yeah, I just
I'm
love
so
the.
sorry for their loss.
So sorry for the loss. Letty sounds like an incredible
A phenomenal
human
person.
being.
Mhm.
But thank you, Hannah, for sending that in. Thank you also for rewriting that obituary, because this just brings her to life so much
Mhm.
better than
Yeah.
your typical obits. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Beautiful.
let that be an inspiration for next time you have to write an obituary.
Yeah, keep
We're
it
here.
light, keep it
We're here to
fun.
help.
You know, put the person that,
We're
you know,
having fun.
it doesn't have to be so somber, you know, like
They're not going to read it.
yeah, crack some jokes. Have a good
Exactly.
time about
That's
it.
what I
Like
said.
it, yeah,
That's what I
love
said
that.
about my
yeah.
writing my grandma's obit. I was like, no, I'm telling it like it is. She's not going to fucking read it. She can't get mad at me about it. Let's go.
What are you going to do? Haunt me?
I wish. It'd be amazing if I had a ghost. What I have is just a frogger.
I wish it was a ghost.
Anyway, great job
Okay.
on Coroner Corner.
Great job on Coven Confessions, Alvin.
Alvin.
Thank
allow
you. That was
me
crazy. A
to
lot of
provide more
a lot of
applause.
scatological stuff. I feel like I just walked into an episode of That's So Raven. A special guest.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Tell them where they can find you, Alvin. Plug your shit.
Yes. I co-host a podcast called Affirmative Murder with my friend Fran and co-host Fran. He is a real person. Sometimes people don't believe me, but he is real. He's a very real person.
I believe you.
it.
As a matter of
I've
fact,
never
if you
met
don't
Fran.
believe, well, you have to believe. You got to clap 3 times. You got to.
I believe in Fran.
Yeah, it's like Peter Pan. But if you
Say
if you
Fran
don't
3
believe
times
it-
in the mirror.
if you are skeptical, we're doing a live show in Portland, Oregon on May the 3rd at the Growler Guys with our good friend and amazing podcaster Madison McGee. Tickets are available if you would like to come and see a live show. We're going to talk about conspiracy theories and have a fun, silly time up there in the Pacific Northwest. So we'd love to have anybody who's around that area come through and have a good time. But yes,
Hell
Affirmative
yeah.
Murder every Thursday. We do listener emails on Monday. So if you are listening to our podcast and you want to send in some crazy stories, they don't have to be about poop or dead dogs. But whatever
they
you
could
have,
be.
if they end up being about that, we'd
Because
love to hear
Alvin
it.
loves those topics.
Yes, those are two of my faves. But yeah,
Along
that's-
with
that's-
men
that's-
and men's rights.
and, Yeah,
Men's
along
rights,
with men's rights. Because
men's-
really, in society, if we got to be honest about it, men just aren't getting their just due these days, and it's not fair. If you look up my TikTok, She-Man Woman Haters Club, I get more in depth into these topics. I'm not going to use their platform to do it, but if you want to really follow my lore, you can follow me on TikTok, and we can really get into it, and talk the real talk. Yes.
Yeah. Let us know if they have Dunkin' Donuts
Men.
in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
Good donuts.
Keep an eye out for
I'll keep an
Dunkin'
eye out,
Donuts.
Oh,
I
Dunkin'
know about
Donuts.
Voodoo
Oh, yeah,
Donut, whatever.
I'll keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out for Dunkin'.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Answer
I
our
will
burning
keep an eye out.
question.
All
Great.
right. Well,
Thank you so much for joining us. We
I
love
had a great
you.
time.
Yeah.
Anytime.
You're
Love
the
you guys.
best.
Fantastic. I love you guys so much.
Thanks, Alvin. And thank you for listening. And we will see you next month.
Bye-bye.